What's good? It's your boy TJ Grayson, and welcome to episode number 28 of the Realest Living Podcast. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go watch the podcast on TikTok. If you want to be a guest on the show, hit the socials. I'm not really going to spend too much time on the introduction anymore. This is the third season. If you don't know by now, then you just
ain't watching.
Go watch the other ones. I have a new guest and two returning guests on the show. My new guest, introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Christian. I work at a oil shop place, at a car, whatever. I do boxing and mixed martial arts, and that's it.
All right. And making her second appearance on the show.
It's Meg.
And making her, seventh appearance on the show.
That's right. It's Kirstie, but y'all already know that.
All right. So I'm going to start the show with the random quote. Changed it from fact to quote. And the quote is from a guy named Robert Lind. And the quote is, "It's easier to believe a lie that is heard 1,000 times than to believe a fact that one has never heard before."
I agree.
Agreed.
You know who actually said that first was Hitler. He actually said that. But I was like, let's just do this guy. Maybe he didn't try to be a genocidal maniac like the other guy. All right, so first topic is new, and it's one that I think I started last week. Or 2 weeks ago. So it's called order of importance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list 5 things, and you tell me the order of importance when it comes to attraction, dating, the whole shebang. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. The 5 things are personality, looks, sex, height, and money. Whichever one of y'all want to go first.
Okay, so can you so obviously personality's first for me. And then then I'm kind of like I'm on looks cuz they do matter. And then so it's personality, looks. Height is also one of my big ones cuz I really don't want to mess with someone that's too much shorter than me because that's just weird. What were the other two?
Money and sex.
Okay, sex and then money.
Okay.
Because money clearly is important. Like, I want you to have money, but if you ain't just the richest, I'm not pressed about it.
Okay.
That's fair.
Mine would be personality first. I've got to be able to like you and get along with you. After personality, I would probably say looks. So I don't want to be with somebody who's ugly. What's sex, height, and money?
Mm-hmm.
Money, and then sex, and then height. Because I don't care how tall somebody is, and I really don't care how much money they make. Either way, so.
Interesting. Okay. Christian?
Well, I would put personality and looks kind of in the same, not the same category, but in the same place.
So I'll say 1A. So then what's your third one then? Or explain. Well, you can explain why. Sorry.
Well, yeah. Just because when somebody looks attractive but is a total bitch,
okay.
makes them less attractive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha.
Now, what were the other 3? I'm sorry about that.
Money, height, sex.
Well, sex, obviously.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay.
And then height, I prefer shorter. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Shorter than me. But and then money really doesn't matter that much.
Get ready to hear mine.
Yeah, come on with it.
Number 1, looks. Number 2, sex. Number 3, personality. Number 4, height. Number 5, money.
I had that on the head. I was like, I know it.
Yep.
You want to know why? Looks is number 1?
Yeah, come on.
Because if you're ugly, I don't care about your personality.
Period. Okay. That's right.
That's fair enough.
It
I can
is.
see that.
If a guy is shorter than you, do you care about his personality?
No, not really. So I mean, I guess I could probably. I guess it depended on the person, the order of importance for me. I guess.
Yeah, everybody puts personality number one every time, and I always say if dude doesn't meet your metrics, a lot of women don't care about the personality of the guy that works at Burger King. Just make me the fucking burger.
Period.
Y'all care about money. A lot of girls don't care about the personality of a dude that's 5'2" either. So y'all care about the height. A lot of things to me are, like I said, sex is very important to me because a lack of sex, I don't care how beautiful you are. That's not number one though, because, if you're ugly but you give me a bunch of sex, I don't care because you're ugly.
No.
Let's just be real. Like, y'all, we have to be real. Like, I always have to tell people we have to be real. To act like looks aren't the most, like, all these things about personality, money, height, none of it means shit if you're ugly.
Yeah, that's.
Wouldn't that go in line with personality though?
What?
The sex, for example.
No.
Really?
No. I have sex with somebody I don't like. I can hate the motherfucking still fuck.
Hold on though, because I kind of feel like where he's coming from. Because like, if their personality is dry,
But they look good. You want to fuck them?
I'm not even gonna talk to somebody if I don't like their personality.
Well,
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna talk to somebody if they ugly.
well,
That's me.
That's not mean. That's realistic. Let's just be realistic, okay?
Yeah, I
My
mean,
thing is there's a lot of people that have great personalities that a lot of us wouldn't give a chance because they're ugly.
that's true. And I mean, it's kind of sad at the same time, but at the same
The
time,
truth.
my feelings matter.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, that's like, I was called shallow for saying this. That's why this podcast question came up. Like, because a girl asked me, she's like, body, looks, and then soul. She's like, which one is the most important? Or are they all equally? I said they're all equally important, but it's looks, body, then soul after that. Because, like, you don't care about nobody's personality is good for maintaining the relationship, but you don't even get to that point if they ugly. I'm just if you do, and I don't mean like society's standards of ugly. I mean your own definition of ugly. If they're ugly, you don't care about their personality. You might friend zone them, but you're not gonna take them seriously. So personality can't be high for me because if they ugly, it don't matter. That's why I have it at 3. I think their personality is more important than their height. Because I don't really care about height and money. She could literally have no money, and I don't care.
So like what I said goes for standards as far as like if I'm interested. If I'm not interested, personality is probably gonna be
You
my
didn't
last.
answer my question. You didn't hear my question. I said for attraction, dating, all of that. So
Oh well,
initial attraction matters too.
yeah.
And like I said, even if like you say, well, when you're interested, like, the personality may keep you interested, but if they're unattractive, that's not gonna. If they don't make no money, right? Like everybody say, oh, I don't really care. Like, she had money at number 3, which is great, but you had it at like 4. Now I know you probably don't because men don't really care.
No.
But for women, like it's always interesting when they say no to money. But I'm like, okay, so you date a guy that works at like Dollar Tree or something? Oh fuck no.
But see, I would as long as he was doing the man like duties, like you were handling business. I don't care what you're doing as long as you're handling business.
That was not the answer I thought you were gonna say.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. No, I thought you'd say that typical answer of I would date him as long as he plans on moving up, which would still
No, I
have
want
something to do
what
with
I was gonna say,
his
too.
movie, his money potential, his earning capacity.
right.
Like that still means that you would, but for you to say as long as he handles that's how it should be. But
Yeah.
I don't think that usually is what's the word? Template for success when like the man don't make that much money and the woman makes more than him. Because really and truthfully, like no disrespect, but women are just awful people when they're in the breadwinner position. They really are.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, they are. They
I
will
think it depends on the
emasculate you.
person.
I'm talking about in a general sense. Obviously, not everybody's like that, but I think that in most cases, especially if it's for a long time, like maybe for like a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe it's not, but it's usually in hopes that the guy will get back on his feet. But if he
Right.
never does, oh, they're just awful people.
I mean, I can agree with that because I've actually been in both positions, like where I was the breadwinner and where I wasn't. And when I was, I'm not gonna
It
lie, it was
sucks.
prolonged, but it was like I held a standard so high for him that it was just like chaotic, and it was a bunch of arguing, and
It always goes down like that because women are not really built
to be that way.
to provide for men long term. Like maybe a little bit, but like long term,
Right.
And it's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's just biology, I'd say. Women that's just what they like. Um. So okay, I'm trying to remember. What was your? You said looks and personality were number one.
Yeah.
Why is sex so low for you and you?
Okay, because quite frank, for me, I don't. I'm at an age, I feel like I have 2 kids and I am 25. And so to me, yeah, it matters. It really does. Like, I'm not having no type of nothing with you if you can't do right. Like, it's just not happening. But at the same time, say for instance, what happens if this person becomes like paralyzed and then there's nothing there?
That's what I'm asking. Like, so if there was no sex absent, if the sex was absent rather, do you think that your relationship has a good chance of thriving?
No, absolutely not.
So that's what I'm saying. Is it really that low?
It is for me because, well, I don't know. Honestly, the way whenever you get to talking, I'm like, well, dang, now I need to change my answer. But for me, it's probably in the middle for me, or it's probably right there with height for me because, like, if you can't do for me what I need you to do for me, then why are you here? And that's in all aspects of life, like every one of those aspects.
Fair.
Sex just isn't very important to me because I'm not a very sexual person. I prefer intimacy over sex, so I'll never really be focused on sex. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. I can rock with that. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns on the first topic?
I think it's weird that you said you would date ugly or pretty girls as long as
I didn't say date.
You said you would go
Fuck.
after. Yeah, you said you would
Fuck.
fuck girls even if they're broke, as long as they're pretty.
So I would date a no. So, hold on, damn it, I fucking hate this. Hold on. Where is it at? Okay, all right, yeah. Do you think guys care about income like that, or
No,
should they?
but
No.
I think they should care about her standards, how she takes care of herself. If she's broke, it's probably because of what she's doing with her money or the fact that she doesn't make it.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that it's not important. If a woman is kind, pretty, she's feminine, she's nice, none of that other shit matters, to be honest. Like, I don't care how much money you make because, first and foremost, it doesn't matter how much money a woman makes. I'm probably going to have to pay a large majority of the bills. I'm probably going to have to pay for dinner. I'm probably going to have to pay for all the trips and stuff. So why would I care about your money anyway?
So I'm just saying, like, if she has no money, then are you not worried about what she's doing with her money? Like, why she doesn't have it?
Mm-mm.
What if she's going out spending it every weekend, sleeping with a different dude at the club, but you're fine with
Well, I wouldn't date her if she's sleeping at another dude at the club, but I don't care. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter. If she had no money, but she was nice and all those things that I like, if I had 2 women and one of them had no money and the other one was a millionaire, I might choose the millionaire, but it's not because she's a millionaire. It's because she's nice, sweet, whatever. But, I'd pick the broke girl too, Whereas I feel like with women, a lot of the times, if you got a millionaire and you got a broke guy, they ain't even looking at the broke guy.
Millionaire.
Ain't even looking the broke guy's way.
Nope.
So
Who is he?
right. So, I think that if she don't have no money and to be real with you, if we're definitely talking about fucking, the threshold for sex for men is very low. Like, it doesn't take much to get sex from a man. That's why when I hear all these women talk about, like, oh, I can fuck this guy, or I got all these guys in my inbox, I'm like, yeah, because men will fuck you. Like, it doesn't matter if you're ugly or if you're, if you sell sex to a man really well, he'll fuck you.
Even if you don't, like, say it outright, we're usually pretty good about picking it up.
Yeah. The standards for sex is different because we don't have to have, like, an emotional connection, so to speak, a lot of the times to have sex with a woman. If she, like, gets us there, gets us in that mood or whatever, then, it's that simple,
Yeah.
And it's not because we're dogs.
No.
Because I know.
I have never addressed men as
No.
dogs.
No,
Yeah.
but women will say that, though. They're like, oh, men just fuck anything because they're dogs.
I mean, y'all would,
No.
though.
We would, but not because we're dogs. We do because sex is hard to get as a man. Women just think
Facts.
that dudes be out here fucking, but those dudes that do be fucking had to work their way up to get to the point to be able to fuck all these girls, you know? Y'all women are ruthless out here. Y'all standards are through the roof.
Can
know?
be.
We got to go and put on a dog and pony show to fuck you for real. Take you on a whole bunch of dates, spend our money, and all kinds of shit.
Can I ask you something?
You may, yes.
What is so bad about having to work for something that you want like that?
There's nothing wrong with it. But to me, when a woman who does not have to work for it tries to tell me, well, you need to control yourself, it's easy for you to say because you don't have to work for it. You just exist and men come to you. So who are you to tell me what to do with my penis when you can, you know, when you have all these options that you just pick from, generally.
Get it whenever you want.
Yeah, because men are, you know, men will approach you. So it's easy for you to, it would be like if, like, I don't know, like, we were, like, at a pool and you'd been swimming in it for years, right? And then, like, I got invited and I got in that pool and it was my first time in the pool and I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. And you're like, calm the fuck down. I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell me? You've been here all this time swimming in this pool. I've never got in this pool before. Don't tell me how to enjoy myself.
Okay,
That's
I got you.
It's a bad analogy, really, but I mean, you know, I hope
It
it
works.
somewhat kind of painted a picture. Yeah.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, men just don't. Sex is not just easy to get, you know. And the thing is, like, it's essentially like y'all get into the club for free. We got to pay a bunch of money to get into the club, right? Like
Yeah.
when you turn 18, hell, even before you turn 18, some girls at 12, 13 now, men are going to come after you trying to have sex with you or whatever, and you can just choose to do it or not. But like us,
That's creepy.
like when we're like, you know, 18, 19, we don't have any money. We don't have any, you could have money, but if you're ugly or if you don't have any kind of charm or style or anything, like women aren't gonna mess with you. Hell, your zodiac sign could be off and girls ain't gonna mess with you. I mean, there's so many things. Your shoes could be dirty. You know, you could, you know, you maybe don't have a beard. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of things like that women look for and they're very nitpicky. And so like as a man, you have to like rise up to be able to have sex with a lot of women. That's why, you know, I was trying to tell Meg on the way here, that double standard where if a woman like has sex with a lot of men, she's a whore, and a guy has sex with a lot of women, he's praised. I think it's a fair double standard because it's not easy as a man to have sex with a lot of women, but it's very easy for a woman to have sex with a lot of men. And nothing that's really easy is ever going to be like praised, but things that are hard are going to definitely be praised. Like I had to work my way up to fuck these bitches. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I really do agree with that, and
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's because, you know, you see some of the most roughest girls and you're like, dude, they're in relationships and I'm not. But then you see some of the
never
ugliest
last, though.
dudes. Well, this girl, anyway, whatever. But then you see some of the dudes and you're like, they're single and they look rough too. So you're right.
Yeah.
It's easier for females.
You know, I think that's another reason why women kind of like leave relationships a lot more often because they already know that they can just find somebody else. Whereas
Period.
men are, you know, believe it or not, are way more likely to try to stay and work it out because they ain't got nothing on the
Side.
they ain't got nothing to bounce back. They can't replace you as easily as you can unless
You got them lined up.
they up at the top.
Yeah.
And then they can replace you. Then they're not going to deal with your fuckery. That's why a lot of men are simps because like they'll deal with your shit because they know that they don't know when their next meal is, so to speak, right? Yeah. So they just deal with the shit. I don't want to lose you. Oh my God. I don't know when I'll get pussy anymore.
But like, okay, and then there's some dudes out here that have like a really beautiful like female that they're with.
Yeah.
And then they cheat with some troll looking bitches, and I'm just curious why y'all do that.
Well, I told you why men do that because
Don't look at me.
you don't have to have any kind of connection with a woman to have sex with her. So
Okay, well here's my thing. Here's my
Go
thing.
ahead.
Why would what was we talking about? Shit.
Sex and men cheating.
Okay. Why you said that unless they're at the top.
Yeah, because
So why would somebody who has a pretty female with that they're with keep a troll at the top that they know they can run to? And
a troll.
I mean, well, you know,
What do you mean? Oh, you're saying
she's
like
rough.
Well, like I told you, like the threshold for sex for men is not very high, you know. So I'm not advocating for cheating, but you know, I asked this question. Let me ask you this question first. I ask all of you this question: just to gauge. Do you think that a man could cheat on his girl and still love her?
No, okay.
Mm.
It's a yes and no for me. And that's just because, like, I see, okay, if she was, like, not doing what she was supposed to do, like,
Oh, she was doing everything right. I'm saying she can do everything right. Do you still think that he can go have sex with another woman and still love her?
Absolutely not. Because why? Why you need something else if she's doing everything right? To me, that makes no sense.
I would say no. I would say that there would still probably be an emotional connection there.
With who? The sexual partner?
No. For the guy for his girl, the girl
Yeah.
that he's like cheating on.
Okay.
He could still have feelings for his girl, but as far as personally, I kind of believe that love is more of a verb than just a feeling. It's more based on action and things like that.
Okay.
And the definition, I believe, of love is monogamous as far as that goes. And so,
I don't know.
Ain't no way.
I don't know.
wait, what?
From a woman's perspective, I'm
Look
going
at
to
me as
say
into the
no.
chat. Oh yeah, from a woman's perspective,
But,
sure. But
I mean, I understand that a lot of guys are going to say, yeah, because they don't connect emotion to having sex with someone. I get that.
ding, ding, ding.
But from my perspective, no, because if you can't find what you need in me and you go find it somewhere else, you can stay wherever you went.
No, I'm sure. I don't think anybody wants to be cheated on. But I'm saying, like, I'm asking you, do you think it's possible for men to? And you said yes, but y'all think no. Both of you think it's not possible for a man to cheat on his girl and love her still.
What's your definition of love? in
I
that
don't know.
aspect?
There's not a definition because it changes so much, and there's no like.
There's so many different
There's not a
forms of it.
clear cut definition of it, right? Because I can love you, but I can't. I don't love you like maybe I would love my mother.
Right.
And I could love my mom, but I don't love my mom like maybe I love God, or maybe I love
Yeah.
God, but I don't love my mom like I love like my dog, or music, or
Right.
like there's so many different definitions of love. Like you can't really like.
But
I don't think unconditional love is real either. Maybe that's one of the topics. Let me look. Well, between men and women.
while you're looking that up, you
No, it's
mind
not.
if I like you're talking about when you're talking about loving somebody or loving your girlfriend or something like that, you're talking about like the feelings that you have for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So you think that? But I'm saying
so
like
mine was a yes and no.
I don't think those feelings go away if I go and have sex with another woman because I don't care about that other
Right.
woman. I care about her. You know.
So,
And you might, and a lot of people say, well, you don't care about her if you're going to have sex with another woman, but I don't think that. I think that men can compartmentalize, right? Like,
yeah,
I can go and have sex with this other woman and not feel a thing for her. It'd just be me getting my dick wet or taking a pee,
right.
essentially, and then I just still
Maybe
love her the same.
if I try to clarify a little more, it
Okay.
was more of a yes and no answer from me. Especially because we could still have the feelings when we cheat on our girl or whatever,
Mhm.
but in the end, we still disrespected a boundary in a lot of cases. Especially in relationships that they prefer monogamy.
I don't know if that necessarily like.
So I would say no in that
exhibits-
aspect.
Yeah, I don't know if that necessarily exhibits that I don't love you though. Because I'd still be willing. I don't think men and women show love the same way either.
Okay, I was going to say, that is true. We don't.
All women show love through sexual exclusivity or inclusivity, right? But we show it.
What do you
through,
mean by that?
Like only wanting to be with us, loyalty, like to whatever. That's the loyalty for women to me is being faithful to me. But for a man, I think the loyalty comes from being willing to die for you and being willing to, to take care of you and do all those kind of things. And I feel like if I'm still doing that, then I'm still loyal to you. Like for me, because I always ask this question when it comes to loyalty. I'm like, would you rather if you had a choice, right, or if you had to find out which would make you more mad? Because I know both would, but would it make you more mad if your boyfriend or whatever went and fucked another girl, or if your husband, was taking care of another woman?
I want to know this answer.
I'll tell you what answer I usually get after they say, but
So for me, it's gonna be taking care of a woman, cause like no, go do what you need to do. But now here's where I stand on this. If that's the case, and if somebody is like fucking off or whatever, don't expect nothing from me.
and here's the thing, he ain't even fucking this other girl. He's just paying her bills. He's taking her on dates, stuff like that.
Why?
But I'm just setting the tone, right? This is the difference. Like the other, he's fucking her, and then the other one, he's taking care of her, showing her attention, right? Like, which one is worse to you?
I'm leaving either way.
I know that. I'm saying, like,
I'm
which
out.
one do you think is worse? I literally had to specify. Come on, Meg. I'm saying which
like
one
that
would
answer.
hurt
Oh,
you more.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I guess taking care of her because you know that there's a connection there.
And that's the answer that I generally get is taking care, because y'all understand that when a guy goes and have sex with another girl, he's just giving her dick. It hurts, but it would hurt a lot more. Like I told this one girl, I said, how would you feel if like your boyfriend like set up a birthday party for this girl he was dating, and I would fucking kill him. Like they would be willing to forgive the cheating over like sex over like somebody doing something like that, like because y'all's main commodity, whether y'all like to admit it or not, is attention. And when a man gives his attention to another woman, because y'all know how strong emotional attachments are, and so like that's more of an emotional attachment than sex. Y'all know men don't usually give emotional attachment to other women generally when they're going to fuck them. So that's why the fucking isn't as bad as him actually going and spending time with this woman, taking her on dates and stuff like that. And that's why I say men can fuck another woman and still love her the same, because he's still going to be willing to die for you and protect you and give you children and pay for all your stuff. He's just going to go fuck somebody else. But if he is willing to die for another bitch,
Either way, it's disgusting.
it is.
And
I'm just saying we got on that, but I'm not advocating for cheating, by the way. I'm just saying that I'm just saying why a lot of men will 100% go fuck an uglier girl. But I would tell you this, because I always see women get making fun of dudes when they date an uglier girl. That's a scary sign for you. If he dates an uglier girl, that means she's doing something you didn't. And he gonna keep her.
thanks, TJ.
He gonna keep her.
Thank you.
Hey,
for
listen,
that.
we tell uncomfortable truths over
We
here.
all needed that in our lives today.
If he is with an uglier girl, if he just fucks her, then But if he's dating her, if he leaves you for her,
You know what she doing? Sucking his dick whenever he wants. And some people just don't want to do that sometimes.
you better start.
Well,
Hell no.
It's 2023.
well,
Nope. Nope.
Oh Jesus. Okay. All right. Anything else? That was good. We stretched that out. That was 11 minutes when I asked the last time. I stretched it out 16 minutes. Okay. Anything else on that first personality? All that. No. We'll move on to topic number 2. Now, okay. So this is called TJ's Unpopular Opinions. So I have like a list in my phone of all these unpopular opinions that I think of and I write down. And now I'm just going to. Huh?
I said I need to do that.
Oh,
Sorry.
you do. It's so great. A lot of them I pull from Facebook or I put on Facebook. Like I see that, I'm like, oh, that pissed people off. Let me put that on here. But I do believe it. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna state what the opinion is, and just so we're clear, this is my opinion. So I believe this. So you tell me if you agree or you disagree, and then why. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My first unpopular opinion. If you have no kids, and I'll even up the ante. If you have kids, well, I'll clarify later. If you don't have any kids, dating a single mother is a bad investment. Do you agree or disagree?
As a single mother, no.
You disagree?
Because I feel
or
like
agree?
I disagree. Because I feel like as a single mother, I deserve love too. Like I deserve someone to invest their self into me.
Okay. I'm going to rebut that in a second.
I think that for a man dating a single mom, I think it is a bad investment because financially, while she can say, "Oh, I don't expect you to support me and my children," she's still at some point going to expect that.
Not necessarily the children, but
No, 100% the children.
no.
More so than you.
That's a package deal.
And here's the
Not
thing:
a deal.
we may be a package.
It's
like
not a deal,
I
man.
have 2 children, but when it comes to a man being with me, you don't gotta do nothing for my kids. If I don't got my kids and their daddy don't got them, or my family or his family don't got my kids, you don't gotta worry about it. If you choose to do it, cool. But I'm not like, hey, you need to do this, because they're not his kids. And in my opinion, that holds a higher standard to my children's father, because I don't know. Now, if I have a child with that person, yeah, he gonna do for his own, but not my only ones. That's fine.
Finna spit some shit to you. So bad. Do you think it's a bad investment for a man with no kids
Honestly,
or a woman with
I-
no kids to date a single parent?
sorry.
It's either. It's both. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, a man or a woman dating a person with kids is a bad investment. Is my argument.
I'm undecided on that. Really, it just kind of varies from person to person as far as I'm concerned. However, there doesn't mean that dating a single mom doesn't come with its challenges. I've dated a few, and they were both different. I dated one where the father was in the picture, was trying to get in her pants the entire time he was with his daughter, and then I dated one where she was she was something else, but the father wasn't involved at all. My main concern kind of is whether or not the dad's involved or not, because the question is motive, really.
It's a problem either way, and I'll explain it in a second. But go ahead.
So now that you say single dad, as a single mother, I ain't dating no single daddy. And let me tell you why. Because the way I hold the standard for a man that was to come date me, I want to be held to those same standards. I'm not taking care of your kids. Those kids ain't my problem. Now, does that mean I'm not going to protect them or keep them from harm? No. But when it comes to like school shopping or all that, they got a mama.
I would say that the role of a stepmother is not anywhere near as demanding as the role of a stepfather.
It depends on the person.
Generally speaking, I'm saying.
Well, I mean, okay.
I would say it's different.
It's different, but your expectations as the mother are not anywhere near as your standards aren't as anywhere near as high as they would if you were a stepfather. Now, let me explain my point, okay? So, let me tell you why it's a bad investment, right? Okay. So, all right, I have no kids. And I would say even if you're a man specifically with kids, dating a single mother is just a bad idea. All right, let me tell you why. Okay, first, if I wanted to spend time with a single mother, date her, take her out, I'm on your time and your kids' time. You might be free, but your kids don't got a babysitter, so now I can't spend time with you. Or your kids might be free, but you're not free. You got something you got to do. Can't spend no time with you, okay? Number one. Number two, I don't know if you know, but most women in this country have at least, the majority of women have at least 2 kids, right? Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I last time I did research, I'm pretty sure a majority of the women that have more than 2 kids also have more than 2 baby daddies. So, now let's peel that back. So, I'm going to have to directly deal with him, and I'm going to have to assume that he's active. If he is active, right, he may, like he said, he might still want you. He might,
Fight.
he might be very triggering to you, so I'll have to deal with the trauma that he causes you. He may try to fight me, he may have drama in my life, right? And this is if he's active, right? And then not only that, if I was to, and let's say he was a good dad, right? And I was to marry you, he's still gonna hold some weight in my house, and I'm raising the kids.
Facts.
So like, if I have the kids in my house and there's a decision that has to be made, I have to consult a dude that I'm doing his job.
So, you mind if I?
Sure, you can go ahead. I still got a bunch more points, but I got.
You mind if I help you kind of deliver that point a little?
Yeah, go ahead.
Even though we're kind of on different stances. I had a buddy of mine when I was dating one of those single moms.
One of those single moms.
Right. He shared with me a little bit of wisdom because this guy stayed over at my girlfriend's house because he was quote unquote wanting to spend time with his daughter. Well, I couldn't. I was younger at the time. I didn't quite understand why I got so pissed off, but I really was. Other than the fact that I knew he was trying to get some. So I talked to my buddy, and I was like, I feel like I'm irrationally just angry at this person for no reason. He's like, well, let me put it down for you. Imagine that you wake up.
Penis.
Sorry. Imagine that you wake up one morning and your wife, girlfriend, whatever, had prepared like this huge like breakfast spread and everything where you got bacon, whatever, eggs, whatever like that, even cereal if it coffee and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And you sit down to eat, and right as you're sitting down to eat, some man walks into your house, unzips his pants, whips it out, and just dribbles a little bit of pee in your coffee. How's that going to make you feel? He's disrespecting a boundary in your relationship, and he kind of has to cross the boundary anyways, because for his daughter, for his kids, whatever. And therefore, you got to set other boundaries in there too.
Okay, so
Solid.
this is all solid. It is, but that is also gonna depend on who it is. Like, this is worst case scenario language, because like me and my children's father's chill. He knows that we have our boundaries. Like, me and him, we don't even talk. I'd rather talk to his girlfriend or whatever. And I mean, that's just how it is.
I got a question for you.
But I mean, also at the same time, you know, as long as everybody knows the boundaries and respects them, and we are pretty good about doing that. So it's all going to depend on the toxicity within the two parents.
Okay.
And if you're not a mature person to the point where you can actually co-parent, and when I say co-parent, like me and his girlfriend, we go do stuff with the kids. It's never a me and him thing. It's a me and her thing. And if he wants to see the kids, she's always with him. Now, if he was single, you know, there's still boundaries. Don't talk to me any type of way. Don't come at me any type of way. And he knows that. But that's also coming from someone who left their marriage. I chose to leave the marriage.
Question.
Okay.
On a balance of probabilities, would you say that more people co-parent well or not well?
Oh, definitely not well. It's very hard to do, especially because, you know, there's tension between you two if you're not together. And say there's no tension. Like with me and Yoram, there's no tension whatsoever now. But he can't, if he does cross the boundary with me, then it's like, it's OV. Like, I'm pissed. I'm with the shit for months.
The reason that I asked you that question is because you said we were talking in worst case scenario languages, but what you said about how you and your man do it is in the minority because it doesn't happen often. More than likely, the parents are toxic.
Well, I mean, you're right, but it should be that way. Parents
go off of what is, not should.
Well, I agree, but as a mom
Yep.
who is a great co-parent to the, you know, to an extent,
Chillings.
but I feel like I put my children before I put myself. So even if I do want to say something about their dad to his face, I kind of don't, or I'll text it. But that's just because, like, I don't want the kids to see us against each other, because at the end of the day, we're their parents, and they're not going to team up against one of us towards the other, because that's no.
Sounds good. It just doesn't ever work like that.
Oh, it's going to work like that for the Cobra babies, because I won't have it no other way.
Well, and you know, a lot of those, again, when it comes to boundaries, a lot of those are dependent on the mom and just
Yeah,
how
it
faithful
is.
she is to the stepdad or the guy stepping up into the whatever father role or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who she is, because like me,
I'm saying like I'm sorry to cut you off again. I'm saying like, you know,
in
I
general.
think you're thinking like, well, my scenario,
Yeah,
but your scenario is not very typical. I mean, and I don't really know the stats because it's really not something that you can really measure statistically. But even on just in an anecdotal experience, there's way more people that I know who don't get along with their, you know, baby mama, baby daddy than do. So I would say, like, you know, going back to my other points, right? Like, let's say like we you know, get together, I'm a step parent, you know, we get married or whatever, and then we get divorced. I've built a bond with those children. It's already hard as a biological father to get your children. Now I have absolutely no rights to those children. So I've built a bond with those children. You can say
it depends on the person.
It depends, but I'm saying on a balance of probability,
He is right on
it's
that.
not gonna happen. And here's another thing, okay? So you know, there's also the instances where, like, hey, if I want to come and hang out with you and your kids are there, well, I have to wait until the kids go to sleep or this and this and this and that. And here's the thing. I'm going to ask you this question, and this is where I told you I was gonna fuck you up. All these things that you just listed, the ifs, the what ifs, or whatever. Why? Oh, one more thing. Sorry. A lot of women that have kids, especially since they have multiple, they don't want to have anymore. So if I want to have kids, I'm kind of shit out of luck, or I have to like, you know, hope that the girl that does have kids wants to have another.
Mm-hmm.
So
now I'm finna go Bible on you. If she is your wife and she is a feminine person, as she should be, she should always submit to her man. And if a man wants another child, then
women don't submit in 2023, bro.
Well, they should.
They should, but they don't. Now, so I was gonna say, like I said,
gotta wrestle them first.
If I named all of those things that I just said that I have to go through, and I didn't even mention trying to court you, like, because I still have to try to, get to know you and stuff, but I have all these other things to worry about. Why would I deal with that when I could just go date a woman that doesn't have kids and I have to deal with none of that?
I mean, that's cool.
That's rare to find.
Well, that's why it's more valuable, because it's rare.
It is rare, but also at the same time, this goes back to your standards or whatever. Single mom, like sex is bad, or single moms, everything's great. She does everything right, okay?
Really?
Even despite what you said, like, that's all worked out, cool? So what if the one who don't got kids is just trash, and everyone you come around that don't have kids is just trash because they haven't grew up enough? Not saying that people who don't have kids are not mature. It's not what I'm saying. It's just I'm saying, well, men want women that can nurture. Y'all do. And so, in my opinion, if you haven't been a mother to whether it be a dog or a child or any type of like nurturing, like if you haven't done that, then you can't give him that. So to me, that's where single moms are winning, because like we know how to nurture not only our children, but we can also nurture men the way that they want to be nurtured.
I would disagree.
I mean,
if you could nurture men the way they want to be nurtured, with all due respect, you wouldn't be a single mother in the first place.
Well, I'm by choice. I'm single by choice.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you, Jesus Christ, if you could nurture men the way that you want to, then you would be with the father of your kids. And women are the ones that pick the men, so they do. Very few men have the option to pick women. So, for the most part, I would say, you go ahead. I'm sorry, I've been cutting you. Every time you put the mic up, I'm like, ah!
You said that women pick the men, but you also said earlier that women are quicker to leave.
Yeah. They pick the men and leave. So they make themselves single mothers.
Because no matter how much you nurture someone, if that someone isn't reciprocating some type of something, like, let me put into perspective, and this is no disrespect towards my children's father or anything, but when we were together, he was out here doing the street life, going and getting him some drugs or whatever, and I'm at home with the kids, you know what I mean? And so, to me, I was doing my part. I was fixing his lunch for work, and he lied, and, he told me, yeah, I'm going to work. Dude got fired and went to the plug's house. And so, at that point, yeah, like, I'm done with you. If you can't
see, that's the problem, though. At that point, but I'm sure there were signs way before y'all probably even had kids that you probably could have seen. But if you stayed in there, then, you're going to have to do, like, there's a guy that says that accountability is a woman's kryptonite. And it is, because, again, you pick the dude. And here's, look, I always say this, in most cases, single mothers are single mothers by their own choice. Because you pick the men. Not only do you pick the men, you also 100% have control over who's born in this country, because men have no rights at all. And then you leave most of the time. So, like, you're making yourself a single mother. I'm sorry, you pick the dude, and if he shows signs of, being not fatherly, and you stay, I mean, he's going to get dragged for being a deadbeat regardless, because men are going to always be held to standards. But you're going to have to be held to a standard too. Like, we'll bash Future for having 10 baby mamas, but don't bash the 10 women that knew he wasn't shit that went and fucked him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thing. At 18 years old, 4 months in the relationship, and you end up pregnant, and both of y'all are on drugs. I mean, there were signs looking back now, but like in the moment, I was enjoying my 18 years of life.
And nothing's
you
wrong
know,
with that. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but again,
shit
you still
happens.
have to hold some accountability for your mistakes. Like
Facts.
when I was 18, I did some dumb shit, and I can't say, well, God, or let's like here's an example. If I go to like jail for selling like cocaine, I can't go in there and say, hey man, look, I grew up in this bad environment, and I had to sell the drugs because we were gonna lose power. They're gonna say, you're going to fucking jail. You have to have some kind of accountability for your actions.
I mean, yes, and that's why, like I say, looking back, had I realized then that who he was, looking at who he was then, I should have ran. But now, who he is now, I am so thankful to have the 2 children that I have with him.
Sure.
And that's because, like with age, he changed. And so now, instead of his bitterness, it's like, okay, cool, whatever, I'm over it. And I thank God for that, because I never thought I'd see the day that my children's father would not be bitter towards me. But we are. And so I think it comes with age, maturity, and just experience, really. Because, like, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat. Me and Yoram, we had the worst of the worst arguments for years. And it seemed impossible for us to ever co-parent. But now that we're both 25, and he's got 2 extra kids and all this and that, it's like he's different. He's
of course.
better.
I mean, kids will change you. But I think that, going off your other point, you said single mothers are nurturing. It's true, but single mothers also have a lot of trauma. Single mothers have a lot of baggage. Single mothers also usually have a lot of bad habits, like they're defensive, they're argumentative, they're, they feel like they're, always being attacked and constantly like, and so they're, because of these things, it makes them a lot less desirable, because men want to start a family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not saying that I've met some wonderful women that have crazy baby daddies, some wonderful women that have some bad kids. It's not, I'm not going to say it's not their fault.
Right.
It's just, they made some mistakes, and unfortunately their mistakes hit them a little bit harder than, some others. But at the end of the day, like, if I made bad decisions, I'm going to be held accountable. And women, if I like fucked up and started doing drugs and, I lost my house and I didn't have any money, ain't no woman going to sit here and give me an opportunity or try to understand what I've been through. They're just going to say, fuck you, and then move on. So you got to, same thing this way.
Going back to what you said about the trauma and stuff, at that point, as a single mother, if you're in the dating business and you got all that going on,
I like how you described that.
Step back, because you ain't ready. Like, I knew whenever I left Yoram, we got our divorce. Every relationship I tried to even work out did not work out, and it was because I was still pent up with him. But now that we're in a good place, and we've talked, and it's chill, I feel like I'm good, and I feel like I'm not traumatized to the point where I'm like gonna be on someone's ass, like I would had I had all that baggage with me. So I think it depends on the person.
It does. I'm just saying, like, once again, I'm just saying in like a general sense, dating a single mother, especially when you don't have any kids.
I'm just 1 in a million, I guess, because like.
And I would say, like, even as a single father, it's still because of the obligations that you are, or even as a father with kids, dating a woman with kids, it's still a huge obligation, because, like I said, as the man, you say that the man's not gonna be responsible for your kids, but when you got a man that's in the house with you, and those kids are with you 6-7 days out the week, or he doesn't go see his dad every other week, and you're gonna expect him at some point to do something for them kids. He's not gonna be able to not take them to school, or
if y'all go out to eat, you're gonna expect him to pay for you and the kids.
Exactly.
No, see,
at some point you will. And I don't think that you really.
It's not an expectation. It will be kind of like, if you choose to, cool. If you don't, cool. Because
you're gonna lose attraction for that man if y'all go out and he don't pay for your children. You're gonna lose attraction for that man if y'all are in that house 6-7 days out the week, and he's not taking them to school. He's not taking them to doctor's appointments. He's not doing any of that. You're just gonna be like, what are you here for?
I mean, okay, one, I don't expect someone to come in and be their parent, but as a partner, if you're gonna be with me, if I need help in any aspect of life, I feel like you should help me. Or otherwise, yeah.
You definitely don't need help with them children.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I pretty much hold my own though. Like,
yeah, but
as far as whenever
you're
I
doing
have
it now
them.
because you have to. But if you had help and you got somebody to take the load, you want to take a nap one day, and you telling me he's there, and he don't want to watch the kids, that ain't gonna bother you. That's gonna fuck you up.
I mean,
That's small too.
it'll make me irritable because I'll probably be tired. But like at the end of the day, that's not his responsibility.
It is though,
It's
because
not.
he's the stepfather.
It's
He's
mine.
no.
As their
it's-
mother, if I'm tired, I'm gonna be real. Moms hardly ever get naps,
I
and
agree.
I am
Yeah.
so blessed to have family members that, for me, it's a me thing. I have family members. I'm not asking no man to watch my babies.
Think
I
about
don't
that, though.
trust no man to watch
you
my
would
babies.
rather imagine having to send your kids to a family member's house when you got a whole man in the house that can watch them while you sleep.
My trust is funny, so it would be okay
you
with
married
me.
to the man though. That's what I'm saying. The
Well-
trust should
Yeah,
be established at this point.
I'm still different when it comes to my kids. I may trust you with my life, but that don't mean I trust you with my baby's life.
I respect it, but
Like,
that's interesting.
You mind if
definitely
I
do. Jump in, man?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I overtalk.
rambling.
I'm sorry, turn the mic off. I really do. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm still on. Okay. Yeah. So TJ's right, and that's from a certain point of view as far as that goes. I would say, in the end, yeah, they're your kids and stuff like that, but at the same time, he's the man of the house.
I mean, he can choose to be the man of the house, or he can choose to be what he is.
That-
That's
You
that
it.
don't want to be with
that
a
is-
dude that's not the man of the house.
I am sorry. That is
You
absolutely
won't-
mandate.
Oh, you will not
Absolutely
respect that
mandated on
man.
us.
You will not respect that man if he's not the man of the house, bro.
You'd be amazed at some of the things I've been with. So to me, it
Are
don't
you-
make a difference either way, because like
Are you
I've
still
been
with them?
well, no, not
Ah.
really, but at the same time, bye. I'm done. I am off of this topic forever.
Keep on talking. I gotta fuck with you.
But no, like my thing is like, yes, be a man of the house, but that don't mean you my kid's nanny.
He's-
Like,
No, and
I'm
that's the
telling you.
problem with being a stepdad is because that's what they get looked at as nannies, supportive roles. I said shut up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Christian.
I was just gonna say, even still, even though you don't necessarily have those expectations, it's still kind of a mandate on us because those kids are under our umbrella.
I mean, that to me says a lot about the person and the guy. If that's how a guy feels, great. You got your head in the game. But if you don't feel that way, don't feel obligated just because they're my children. Because to me, I'd rather somebody sit on their ass, watch my kid burn themselves if they don't want to help my kid versus them helping my kid and it being a burden to them. You know what I mean?
It's not gonna be a burden because it's gonna be like he said, it's mandated. Like you're not gonna just be able to be a stepdad and not take care of them kids. But as a woman,
We're wired that way.
as a stepmom, you're not gonna have that responsibility. You're not.
Well, good.
Because the man is gonna, the man. If you don't do it as a stepmother, it's not going to, you're not gonna lose points, I guess.
That's why.
But as a stepdad, if you don't do it, 100% unattractive. A lot of women will sit here and say, "I don't need nobody to. They got a daddy, yada yada yada." But when the dad is only there every weekend or every other weekend, they need some kind of structure. Because if not. Then why? Literally, the women will literally say, "Well, what do I need you for? I can just do this by myself."
I mean, you can do it by yourself, but at the same time, if y'all are married, this is the kid's stepfather now. Maybe it's not his responsibility to take care of the kids, but it's his responsibility to manage the household. The kids are in that household, so he's gonna have to take care of them, provide for them as well.
100%. It's an expectation. It's not even like option. Like
And
it's you have to do it. Like it's not even
an
an option.
expectation for some people.
For most, I would say 9 out of
Okay.
10. You would probably be the 1 out of 10 that maybe wouldn't, but I don't even think you would.
No,
think
I don't hold standards to my children's step parents. And just like
You
their
will.
stepmom who has their sibling. Me and her, whenever she was pregnant, my biggest fear was please don't bring this baby into my kid's life and then take it out. Because they do have a sibling that they're not allowed to have anything to do with. What a shame. Anyway, but so I told her, and she was like, no, I'm in this. Like, and once I got to thinking about it, after the baby was born, I kind of got skeptical again. I was like, she finna be all about hers, but she's not. And it amazes me how much my kids still matter, even though this woman has her own child. And so, I don't know. To close the topic, well, I guess, I'm going to just say this for all y'all single parents. Be the first baby mama or baby daddy and your problems will be solved.
Or just
Because I choose to be the first baby mama in everything I'm in.
or just don't be a baby mama and be the mother of his children and his wife as well. That's
I mean, you can do that and still have your own kids. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, if you're with somebody and it's your responsibility to take care of your kids, you don't expect him to do anything. What happens when you and him have a kid and he's only taking care of his kid, but not your other kids that you had
That's
before?
fine.
that
That's
happened
fine.
with me, actually.
No, like that's fine to me. And let me tell you why. Because like I said, I was kind of skeptical when their sister was born with the stepmom. And so I was like, well, if she does choose to have only stuff to do with her kid, that's her first baby. And as a mother, I get it. But I think it's really awesome when you do have a child with someone and you include their children. However, if you choose not to, it's not your responsibility.
Well, I mean, that's fine outside of, like, you said it was their stepmom, so that's not in your household. But in your household, if your husband is only showing attention and love to one kid and not your other two, how does that play out?
I mean, to me, it would be tacky, but at the same time, it's his kid versus my kids. Like, my kids always know they can come to mama. So if a dude in my house doesn't want something to do with them, that's fine because they know mama will.
and you want that dude around?
To me, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn because my kids are always going to be my responsibility.
But I feel like it's setting your kids up to compete with each other. I feel like that's unhealthy.
I was gonna say that.
Well, in a sense, but once the kids get to a certain age, you start, like, okay, for instance, my stepfather, for 17 years, he would put his children, it was all about him and his kids and my mom, and I was excluded. And while it messed me up, I get it. In his head and in my mother's head, even though I don't think that she was in the right, I feel like they had their own family. And so, yeah, I was still her child, but my daddy, he still got me. And so it's like, why did I need Steven when I had my dad?
Well, that kind of thinking is why I say being a step parent is just not a good idea. Because
Yeah, that's why I will never be one. Because
It's certainly a risk.
I know I'm all about Kirstie's, and so
and my thing is like as a child, right? Even when you have like I remember when I was like 16, 17, when I thought my mother was giving preferential treatment to my biological brother, like it fucked me up a little bit. Like,
it's
I
a
didn't
sibling
like it.
rivalry. It just
Yeah,
happens with siblings.
But that's what I'm
It's-
saying. Like, imagine like a man in imagine a man in your house, right? And your kids on Christmas they opening up like, 1 or 2 boxes, but their brother has like 3 big boxes and stuff. Like, they're gonna bear resentment towards the brother and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
To me, yes, they may, but at the same time, with maturity, you learn things in life. And just like myself, I had to understand that just because I didn't have the most at my mother's, even though my 2 siblings did, I had another house that I got to go to. So, I mean, it's like eventually I caught on like, oh, okay, well, I'm getting actually more than them.
I mean, it works both ways because I mean, like you said, you had 2, but I'm saying like you don't spend the majority of your time. Well, I don't know if you did, but you spend the majority of time with them, right? So if like they like see that you see them getting preferential treatment in the place that you are the most, it's gonna fuck with you.
It did. It will, and it did, and it does. But like I said, once a person that goes through that, and this is how I mother. I know my children will go through life experiences in their own way, And so I'm not going to interfere with that. If they're traumatized by this, that's cool. We'll get through it. Because one day they'll be just like me, grown, and they'll start to see things for what it really was and understand it differently. So to me, if my children went through that, I wouldn't be concerned because I know that my children are going to be okay once they hit a certain mature level. Now, does that mean it's right? Probably not. But I mean, I live that way, so to me, I don't see no wrong in it.
I mean, if that's the way that you choose to go about it, I'm not gonna tell anybody how to raise their kids because I don't know. But
as long as you're not hurting them physically or anything like
it's
that,
gonna hurt them psychologically.
Yeah.
But it really won't, because like when I think back to my childhood, I don't be like, man, whenever Cammy and Kaylee got treated better than me, that really fucked me up. No, that's not what fucks me up. What fucked me up was all the other things, like, I had to come to terms with the fact that my parents were never going to be together. I never saw them together. So I would see all these other families and I'd be like, dang, they got a mom and a dad. That's cool. And my sisters had that. And they would go on trips, and it was just, so that's what tore me up as far as like the step parent, like, and having other children. I wanted to have my own little family with my mom and dad, which my daughter is experiencing the same thing. She still tells me that me and her daddy are married, and I'm like, no, we're not. So I feel like on my kids' end, their trauma will be kind of like mine. They're not going to look at the shit like that. They're going to be like, damn, Like, they're going to look at other people and be like, man, that's nice. Because it is. It is nice to have a whole family where those are all your kids and they belong to the two people that are together and y'all get to go on trips or whatever. It's nice. Well, I assume. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's when I think back to my childhood, that is the least of my concerns of how my stepdad treated my sisters versus how he treated me. Because I'm 25 years old now, and I could give two fucks about him. Like, I don't even know where he at. Hope he okay, though. That's just from a perspective of who lived through it.
Okay. Okay. Well, do y'all have anything else on this? Do y'all have anything else on this topic?
I'm good.
All right. I'll move on to the second unpopular opinion.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean,
You knew that was going to trigger me.
listen.
It's the goal every time I'm here.
I every time I say these, people don't give me the answers that I'm really looking for. They always agree with me. So,
Can you hand me my vape?
yeah, I got you. All right. The next unpopular opinion is I don't see the need of posting your significant other all over social media.
I agree. I think it's stupid. Who cares?
I agree, because I feel like if you're posting them constantly, then you're overcompensating for something.
Period.
I can agree with that. I like to do it sometimes, but
My thing is, you get on there and you're like, I love you so much, baby. You are the best. Like, why you couldn't text them or like,
Oh my
tell them
God!
to
I
their
literally
face?
said this to someone earlier.
Like,
bro.
instead of like just posting it for the world to see. Like, Kirstie don't care that TJ loves Sarah out here because I'm just in perspective.
That's a random name.
Well, it's really not, honestly. But anyway.
you love my sister, TJ.
I didn't know you.
Oh.
were Sarah.
Dang. It's just a very common white girl name. Let's be real. Anyway,
Facts.
I think it's number one was Mary. Anyways, but
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm glad
so
you
like-
remember that.
so like, I don't know. I just that's my opinion on it. I just think that I don't care how you feel about your significant other. You can tell them. That's chill. I hope you do tell them instead of the world of Facebook, because Facebook does not care
They really don't.
at all. Like,
All right. Well, if y'all all agree, I ain't got much to say. All right. Last question. Threesomes in relationships are typically a bad idea, even if your partner is bisexual.
Yes.
I agree with that, especially if they're bisexual, because it doesn't matter who you bring in. You got to worry about both of them.
Well,
I don't think threesomes are bad in general. I just think that if you do a threesome when you're in a relationship, it's bad idea.
I think that is all going to depend on communication. However, I'm not doing it, so don't get no.
You know what's funny? I got this question from you.
Yeah.
Not from you. Like, you didn't give me this question.
But
we
yeah.
talked about it on a previous podcast. because you was talking about men cheating, and you was like, why don't you just get me involved? And I said, that's a bad idea. And I was like, yeah, let's put this on the podcast for this.
My thing is, it could be a bad idea or it could not be. It all depends on communication. Because, like, for someone who used to be with girls, and that does not make me bisexual, just to clarify, because you can used to be gay people. I did it. Anyway.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Whatever. I don't care. Anyhow,
Let me suck a dick. I'll be gay for life.
no. So, like, my thing is,
They will call me gay for the rest of my life.
well, being with girls is so much worse than being with a dude. Like, I'd rather just fight constantly with a man than I would a female, because females, eventually it gets physical, and then why am I with you? My motto
As
is,
a man, I understand completely.
Thank you.
my motto is, if I have to put my hands on you, then I'm done. Because at that point, I have no respect for you, nor love, because I've done hit you, so why am I here? But back to what you were saying, threesomes. They can be bad if there's a lot of jealousy, there's not enough communication in the situation. However, if there is, and the couple is confident enough within each other to do it, I mean, I don't see no issue with it. However, again, that does not mean I'm going to go out here and bust a threesome down with somebody. Like, I'm not doing it. It ain't for Kirstie. Because I'm very selfish. Like, I want mine. And so,
I think most women are. Not selfish, but I think most women want the best guy that they can get.
mm-hmm.
I think a lot of men, if you really ask them, they'd want to have a bunch of women. Like a harem.
Gross. STDs everywhere.
No, if most men could, I promise you, I would be willing to, I'd bet at least half of my earnings on this. I know a lot of men like monogamy and stuff like that and stuff, but yeah, all that, yeah.
Y'all don't, though.
They don't.
No.
If most men could have a polygamous relationship, or they could have like one main woman that did everything that they could, and they could go and fuck another girl from time to time, and it not be a problem, I feel like 90% of men would do that.
And this is why
I'm out.
90% of men.
I said 90% of men.
That's why 90% of men have trouble getting females.
It's not that. No.
Somewhat.
It's because of women. Women are the reason why men have trouble getting females in all aspects.
I disagree with that.
Really?
You guys are in control of the dating market. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay,
mean to talk
I
over you.
understand what you're saying with that, but I also think, okay, men have trouble pulling females. Like, if you go out, because women have been sexualized by men since they were 10, 12, 13 years old.
You don't think women sexualize themselves?
Not as much as men sexualize them.
I'm going to disagree with that.
When they reach a certain age, yes, women start doing this and that to be more sexual
If
for
you're,
themselves.
okay, if you're meaning older, okay, like if you're saying like, 12, 13, I can't argue with that. But
I'm just saying it starts so young for women that they are sexualized. So, yeah, they're going to sexualize themselves more as they get older.
but I mean, you sexualize yourself.
Even
It
at young
opens the door.
ages, we do.
It opens the door for men to sexualize you, because I think a lot of us know that men are creatures of lust for the most part. So if you do things to appease to the male ego, the male like habits and stuff, then of course they're gonna sexualize you. Now I understand that you're probably gonna get sexualized regardless, right, or objectified regardless. But the level of objectification depends on how much you sexualize yourself. For example, if you look at a woman like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of a classy woman, right?
Marilyn Monroe.
I don't know about her. No.
Billie Eilish before she started all this stuff.
Let's say like,
Beyonce.
no, definitely not. Let's say
Jennifer Aniston.
I'd still say no on her too.
Dang.
I'm not saying she's not classy, but I wouldn't. I'm trying to give a point here. So let's say like Michelle Obama.
I was finna say her next.
As opposed to Megan the Stallion, the level of objectification that you will see in both. One of them overly sexualizes herself, and the other one does not. Now, I'm sure Michelle Obama probably gets objectified, but not nearly as much as Megan the Stallion.
Right. And Megan the Stallion has to deal with them dogs who hit her DMs. It's like, hey, let me get that, and versus.
Again, accountability, yeah. She's doing all these things, and like, women are not stupid. Y'all know that men are fucking creatures. Y'all know that men. Hold on, y'all continue real quick.
No. Don't edit this out, because on your perspective of that, what was he saying? He was saying that
Men are creatures of habit.
right. So they do. They're very lustful, and so as even like I was trying to say earlier, even at 12 and 13, we still do that. and it's because it's DNA. Females know men want sex, and so why not sexualize yourself from the beginning or whenever you start, whether it's 12 or 22. And just like men want looks.
I don't think it's in the DNA. I think it's a conditioned thing. Women learn from a young age. If you do this, this, or that, you'll get attention, whether it's negative or positive. So after that, they start sexualizing themselves, dress in a certain way so that they'll get results from that.
I agree with that.
Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties. Y'all may not even know there were technical difficulties because of my masterful editing skills, but so before we had to pause, we were talking about women making it difficult for men to want to be in a relationship. Okay. Or to date to get pussy. So it's hard for men to get pussy because of women is what I said. And you said you disagreed with that. And you said because women sexualize men or men sexualize women. And then we started talking about women sexualizing each other. The reason I said it's hard, can y'all hear me in the mic?
Yes, I can.
Okay, the reason that I said that it was hard for men to get to get women because of women is because of the F word. Feminism.
Well,
Feminism. Because feminism has made women, believe that they don't need men, right? You can do whatever you want to do. Pull you up on this on this podium now or in this pedestal. And, now, women are strong, independent. We can lead a house. We don't need a man. We don't need men for this, and that. I can do it myself. Free the nipple, all that shit, which I fully support the free the nipple movement.
Of course you do.
But yeah, it's not going to work how people think it's going to work.
Yep.
But because of this, right, women's standards have went up, right? Women's standards have went way up. An average man is no longer good enough for an average woman, right? An average woman wants an above average man, and there's not a lot of those above average men, right? So the average men, just they sit. Relationships harder to get because there are a lot more promiscuous women now. They're selling their bodies on the internet for less than it costs to get Netflix.
That is sad. They need to
No,
step
they
it up.
Well, they just need to not do that. But I'm saying,
I mean, well,
a lot of women aren't really like wives anymore. They think that submission is servitude, and it really causes a problem. It's very quarrelsome because now there's a lot of women that are men, and there's a lot of men that are women, right? And so, and like I said, and then because of the court system, marriage is a terrible, terrible bet for a lot of men because women are incentivized to divorce. Not saying that it's women's fault because it's not, because it's the court's fault. They haven't caught up. Women make more money now, so a lot of them, back in the days they really didn't. So now, it hadn't caught up yet. So women are incentivized to divorce. So men don't want to be in relationships. Men don't want to really take anybody seriously because, women are just giving away pussy, but not even for free, because you still have to pay more than likely. Men just have a hard time pulling women because of women. Their standards have just went up tremendously. It's just, men have always stayed the same. I'd say that. It's just the men that are looked at as bitches are masculine. They're just not as masculine as these women are. So women look at them as bitches.
I'll say this too.
Penis.
Feminism has also made relationships harder to maintain between
100%.
men and women as well. Because of terms like mansplaining and stuff like that.
Toxic masculinity.
Oh God,
I hate that one.
That doesn't exist. That is a contradiction.
Facts.
Actually, it does exist. And whenever a masculine man takes his masculinity too far, that's
What does that even
toxic
mean?
masculine. Like, okay, for instance, you're a man and you come in and it's your house and,
It is.
Right, it is right. But then you come in and everything's done, but then something is off, and then you go to being like, I need you to fix this because that, like, what?
that-
You can
is
fix
that
it your damn self.
Toxic masculinity, or is that just somebody being an asshole? That doesn't sound like somebody being an asshole.
Well, I guess there's a lot of assholes.
Let me say this. I kind of live by the slogan of if it's toxic, it's not masculine.
Ooh.
I mean, that's
I don't think femininity is
Right, then.
toxic. I just think that there are some bad eggs, but
Right.
being feminine is a beautiful thing, just like being masculine is a beautiful thing. It's just that men can't be masculine because it 100% goes against this new wave of female, like the new female imperative, because a new modern feminine woman is a masculine man. I mean, if you're really going to boil it down, you know, defensive, argumentative, independent. These are traits that are very masculine. If you're, really good for being like if you have all these traits as a man, you'll be very successful. As a woman, you might be very successful, but men don't look for success in women, so you're really kind of, fucking yourself. But I just think that masculinity isn't toxic. Actually, I saw this quote on Facebook the other day. It said, masculinity isn't toxic. The absence of it is toxic. That's what it is.
Yep.
If you don't have any masculinity, it fucks it all up. Because women like that. I know that deep down somewhere.
That's why you guys like
like
weird
that.
so much.
Yeah. Yeah, what y'all like. That's what men like about women, that they're fucking women. Like, we like women because they're women.
well. I mean, I agree, but
My neck.
now if you don't have some facial hair, that ain't like one of them things where it's an absolute no. Because
No.
I'm one of them. I like baby faces sometimes.
Sure. No, he was just saying like women like beards generally because it's a masculine thing.
Right. But you had said that independence in a female is It's like an average
It's a
masculine man.
masculine trait, yeah.
It is a masculine trait. Is that so bad to be?
It's-
though?
it-
Like,
It's not the fact that independence is unattractive, so to speak. When women are independent, they have to yell it from the mountaintops. I'm an independent woman. I take care of this, that. I make my own money. Imagine if I got on Facebook and said, I'm an independent man. I got my own house, my own car. I'd be like, what the fuck wrong with you? Of
okay,
course you
I
are.
agree.
It's
And I know
just-
a
that's
female-
why and being an independent woman comes with traits that are not desirable to most men.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's why there's a bitch out
that's
here
why it's-
today that's single AF.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry. I had to be petty when
I
you
ain't gonna
said
lie,
that.
you said 2 letters earlier that made me think that you weren't single AF, but
No, I'm not.
a bitch out here. You mean in general? Okay, got
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I don't think that you being independent will necessarily. I think honestly, a man that a hyper independent, hyper masculine man is not gonna want an independent woman. And most women want that hyper masculine, independent man.
And we do.
And so, but that man ain't gonna want you because it'll be like he's dating himself. He don't want to date him. He wants somebody that is, I would say, not dependent, but like submissive and feminine. And when you're independent, especially ultra independent and hyper masculine, then a lot of men don't like aren't desirable to you, and you get stuck. Right? I told this girl this on the status yesterday. You get stuck because you have the men that aren't hyper or that aren't masculine enough for you, they're undesirable. And the men that are desirable to you, they don't find you desirable because you're independent. So you have to do what I call SOS, which is either be single or settle.
Dang.
Shit sucks.
Yep.
So that's why I always say, hey, I know a lot of women have to, grow, have to be independent because of their children and stuff. But that's why it's so important that you try to make it work with the people that you pick.
I mean, I agree. I just, a part of me is like, I don't see anything wrong with females. Okay, when you say that they're airing it out for the world, now to me, like I said, I know this female, honey. She always gonna have her. She got her, but it's like she never realizes like you got you today, but tomorrow you might not have you. And I have humbled myself so much in the past few months because I used to be one of those females that was like, I got me. I don't need no man. But when it come down to it and Kirstie lost her job, you know what Kirstie went looking for? That I looked for security in a man.
Most women look for is provisioning security. I will tell you this. Even the most independent women still want a man to take care of them.
Oh, yeah. Women's weakness is security. And it's because even though we're nurturing, we want to feel safe.
Sure.
And so if you're not financially stable enough for me to, like, for instance, if you're with someone and one of y'all lose your job, somebody's got to step up.
And
so
the
it's
women don't like to step up generally.
No,
and that's what I'm saying.
absolutely
And there's nothing wrong with that because women are not built for that. I'm saying, though, like, I had it in my head. I lost it really quickly. Like, you look at an independent woman, right? The same women that'll say, I pay my own bills, I make my own money, still is going to expect a man to pay for the date and won't date a man that won't pay for the date.
Exactly. And
These
that
women
right
that'll
there.
yell and say, I can change a tire, I can do all this. Just imagine if I got in a car with a woman that knew how to change a tire and I knew how to change a tire. And I said, okay, well, you go out there and change the tire then, since you know how to do it.
Yep.
I'll be single. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going to deal with that. Even though these women know they're as independent as they want, they still. And the thing is, a lot of men, when you get to a certain point, like, of independence as a woman, only a couple men are going to meet that standard. And the thing is, a lot of those men are at the top and they have a bunch of options. And when a man has options, they're not dealing with your fuckery because they can replace you. And like I told you earlier, it's a lot easier when an average woman is dating an average man because the man is replaceable. But when you're fucking with a rare kind of guy, like, he can replace you. So you don't have no leverage. But women hate when they don't have the leverage. They do.
Yep.
And so, like, and it bothers him. And that man will cheat on you. And he'll be, and the thing is, the thing about these men up here is they'll tell you shit that an average man won't. Because the average man is scared to tell you because he's scared he's going to lose access to your pussy. Or, yeah, I mean, like, he'll do that. Like, men will lie to you and tell you that they like, I love the fact that you're independent and you're a go-getter or whatever. And then they'll just fuck you, but they'll never tell you that they're just going to fuck you. They may even date you for a little bit, but they'll never take you seriously. Because women will overtly curve you. Men will covertly curve you undercover. They ain't going to show you. They ain't going to tell you because they can't. Men can't be honest with women. I think I've told you that plenty of times. Men cannot be honest with women because women can't handle the truth.
Some of the women.
A lot of them can't. A woman will literally sit here and say, I look fat in this dress. Do I look fat? Well, you look kind of big. How dare you?
Facts.
You can't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Women don't even know what they want to eat half of the time. You think that they know, like, you can be honest with a woman? You can't really be honest with women a lot of the time because they don't like the truth. Hell, I tell the truth a lot, and you see how I get fucked on Facebook. Like, I mean, God, everything that I say, I usually back it up with some kind of data or whatever. It doesn't even fucking matter. They don't like to hear it. I'm wrong. Or they have more of a problem with how I say it as opposed to what I'm actually saying. Those dudes those fuckboys that lie to these women out here, they're the ones that get all the bitches. But the dudes that tell them the truth, hey, I don't know if I'm happy with that. They're called misogynist, toxic, controlling, insecure, all kinds of little shaming little buzz terms just for having standards and boundaries and telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So are you, like, insinuating I should cut some people slack because they just tell the truth?
No. You don't have to accept any truth that a man tells you. But I'm just saying that most men ain't going to tell you the truth because they want to fuck you. Because they know if they did, like imagine if I was like talking to a woman and I wanted to have sex with her, but I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can date you because you have kids. I'm not going to be able to fuck her. So you know what a lot of men would do? they say, "Oh, I love the fact that you have kids," and they fuck her and dip.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Man, I'm telling you. I'm
That goes back to the one of the first questions I ever answered on the podcast. Who's more manipulative, men or women? And
men, though.
I mean, I know that it's women, but at the same time, we each have our manipulative ways.
Sure. Yep. Speaking of which, what do y'all think about those answers? That was literally the first question I ever asked her on the second podcast. But how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think men or women are more manipulative?
Ladies first.
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I think they both have their ways. I think women manipulate men usually for money, but men manipulate women for sex.
Sure. That's what I think. Well, I don't think money is what women want, but I think status in a man is what they want. And so if they can get that, then yeah. But men want sex for sure. So what about you, Christian? Who do you think manipulates more?
I'll have to think about that one.
Well, let me tell you some of the things that I told her that day when we said that. So I said women manipulate more, first and foremost, on appearance. Makeup, filters, waist trainers.
But boy, we be looking good.
You do, but you're manipulating your appearance. That's number one. Number two, men aren't even in the position to manipulate you a lot of the times. Women are far easier, and have way more opportunities to manipulate than men do. Because a lot of men ain't really, they actually did a whole documentary on this dude that was like finessing women on DoorDash or whatever. I think he was like, or some dating app or something like that. And he was like asking them out on dates, and then he would like say, "Oops, I left my wallet or something at home or something," and he would get free meals out of them. They made a documentary on him. They had to make a documentary on a man finessing women. But you know why you'll never see a documentary on a woman finessing a man? Because that's just another Tuesday.
You right though.
Women will literally go out on dates with dudes they have no interest in being with or having sex with, just get a free meal.
Yeah.
So I think women manipulate far more than men.
I feel like we do too. But I feel like it's because we have to. Because
explain that.
To me, okay, you mean to tell me that we're just gonna go into perspective like you do.
Yeah.
If we were to go on a date,
yeah,
and you don't have your wallet, and I'm like, I pay for it, right? But then we go get your wallet, and you still don't pay for it. To me, at that point, you're manipulating me because you're like, oh, okay, well, she gonna pay for it. Like, I've seen it done both ways. I've seen where the woman uses the man, and I've seen the man use the woman. So, like, you get these vulnerable women who that their self-esteem is not very high, their confidence is low or whatever, and they're lonely. And so when they get with a man, they love bomb is what I call it. And it's with gifts and, the independence. Like, women... we're so stuck on, if I'm this way, then this is how these men will feel. And so, I don't know. I just feel like y'all have held us to a standard of...
No. We don't have very high standards for women at all, actually. I think the crazy thing is that...
You don't.
No, most men don't. You don't. Y'all say that, but y'all... And the reason y'all say that is because, respectfully, most women don't know what men want. And I think that a lot of y'all women are so complex, it bothers you how simple men are. Let me tell you one thing that every man would love. If he goes to work, has a stressful day, he comes home and he smells food cooking, his wife gives him a back rub, and they sit down and she asks how my day was. I tell her, she listens. I ask her how her day is. She tells me, we watch a movie. That is peace. Zen. A lot of the things that men do, we do because of the standards that y'all put on us. Like, men would not work hard and make as much money and work so hard to make money if women didn't care about it.
I promise you we would not be building a deck out in the backyard.
I promise. Like, dudes don't give a shit. Like, dudes wouldn't be buying these fancy sports cars, these chains. They wouldn't be, like, going out and buying all these clothes. But they do these things because they know that that's what attracts women. So, like the standards for men, like I told you, let me give you a good, I think I use this all the time. You get a man that makes $100,000 a year and you put him in a room with 100 women, and 5 of those women make $100,000 a year, and the other 95 make less than 20,000. That man has 100 options of women to pick. If you take that woman that makes $100,000 a year, and there's 5 men in there that make $100,000 a year, and the other 95 make less than 20,000, she has 5 options, because she doesn't even consider those other ones suitable, because they don't make at least what she does. And even the ones that make what she does, she still may not see. I think I read a statistic. Women typically prefer their man make at least 56% more than them. But what I mean, what I'm trying to really go in is that men don't have a lot of standards for women. We just want you to be nice, sweet, submissive, friendly, and feminine, and not a hoe.
Also
Okay.
honest.
Okay. Well, yeah. So let me ask you.
And loyal too. Oh God, they're loyal.
Let me ask you this. You get all that, okay?
Okay.
And y'all have sex about once a week, okay? Why? Okay, I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. Okay, I'm gonna try to put it into a perspective that's not something that's it depends on the person. But okay, for instance, these two are together, and this girl is giving this dude sex. She feels like enough, but he don't. At that point, y'all aren't simple to me, because y'all expect us to fuck you every day.
Well, you expect me to take a bullet for you. You expect me to pay the bills. You expect me to fix something if it's broke. You expect me to, if people come in to rob us, you expect me to go and handle that. You expect me to change the tire in the rain, and you can't give me sex more than once a week?
Okay.
I don't think that's a hard ask.
Good point, but dang.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're simple, but the simple things that we like, y'all think are just crazy. And it's not no. My thing is, like I said, you have to understand, y'all ask so much of us, and we ask very little. But because we ask for so little, they hold more weight, right? So, not having sex with us is huge, because, we don't ask for much. And if you can't do the little things that I ask you to do, but I have to do 800 million things for you, that's why it's a problem.
Okay, I appreciate that perspective. I needed that, because I've been out here real pressed about that topic.
Yeah, I mean, sex is we don't ask for a lot.
And as a sexual person myself, I'm not saying I agree, I do, but it's we're just asking you to do what you're supposed to towards society do. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it, but my thing is, it's always funny to me, because when it comes to what a man is supposed to do, it's always non-negotiable. But when it comes to what y'all are supposed to do, it's always but I don't feel like doing it today. And I don't feel. Imagine if we're laying in the bed and somebody breaks into the house, and you're like, oh, somebody's in there. Go check. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm good. We'll handle it tomorrow.
I mean, I feel it.
I mean, or if you said, oh God, the sink is broken, and I was like, I'm just not really feeling it today. Yeah. It's just not. I have to do it.
Yep.
And the thing is, why I think that men love so much harder than women, because if men will stay in a marriage with you that's sexless, but if I don't fix the pipes, you'll leave me. You know what I'm saying? That's just or if you can not work, lose your job, whatever, stay at home and do nothing, he'll still stay with you. Me, I don't do that. You gone. Mm-hmm. Most of the time.
Some women are. Yeah.
Most of the time, because women initiate 80% of the divorces. 80.
Yeah, that's a little more than some.
It's overwhelmingly women. Now, I mean, that's men are simple, man, and they will stay with you and stick it out with you. They're not gonna leave at the first sign of bullshit. And my thing is, if I ask you to do so little, and what I have to do is non-negotiable. I have to provide for you, right? I have to take care of the house. I have to go and risk my life every day at work just to make sure that you have nice nails and you can go and get your hair done, and you can't even suck my dick. It's a problem for you to suck my dick?
I mean, it's just so nasty.
Well, like I said, I'll tell you what. Next time, if we're out in public and somebody pulls a gun on you, I'll just be like, oh, it's just so scary. I don't want to.
Shut
I don't
up.
want to. I don't want to look at the bullet.
That gun is just so nasty. Look at it. I
Yeah.
mean,
And you know, it's always I always get like, well, you're just naming extreme examples, like, and I'm like, okay, but again, like,
no, not really.
I mean, you're not gonna get robbed every day, but I mean, like, you know,
The sink could
somebody's not
break
gonna-
any day.
the sink could go down any day.
You have to have a
Yeah.
sink.
Even
right?
if
Sink
I
is
can't,
just so nasty.
and the thing is, even if I can't fix it, you still want me to at least have a solution in mind,
right.
not just, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
right.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to. What we have to do is non-negotiable, but you get to decide on if you want to do what you want to do, and that's the problem. Because, like, and that's why men don't really want to commit to women because they want to they want to pick and choose when they want to do, womanly things. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't feel like cooking today. Well, I don't feel like going to work and making money for the house. I don't feel like paying a light bill this time. I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to watch your show with you, but I do it anyway.
Mhm.
I sit here and will watch Lifetime and Real Husbands or what is it? Love and Hip Hop and all that other dumb shit. Or I have to sit here and listen to your stupid gossip about Sarah at the printer at work because she saw the way she was looking at me today. I have to hear that every fucking day. But I just want you to suck my dick, and I can't get that. I don't feel like it today. Okay.
That also, with it being a choice like that, it also kind of goes back to the whole independence conversation as well. Because for women, a lot of cases, independence is a choice. Whereas for men, independence is non-negotiable.
If you're not independent as a man, you see, and this is the one reason why women aren't accountable, because y'all are very rarely held accountable for your actions. If you decide that you want to be independent, reality is not going to slap you in the face like it would us. Like, you could be living at home, have no job, no skills, whatever, nothing. You can provide no value to the world. Men will still fuck with you. But if I sit at home, I'm in the basement. I'm eating Cheetos, eating, Doritos, and I'm out of shape, and the world is I'm not gonna get women. People aren't the world will ostracize me and treat me like shit. Reality will smack me in the face.
We're bums that live with our moms.
Yeah, but you could be the same thing, the male or the female equivalent, and you'll still get attention. You'll still get all these things. So, like, that's why we don't have the choice, but you do, and that's why y'all ain't held accountable, because y'all don't get held like I was telling her earlier, like, we were out in public and we were into an argument, and I called her a bitch. She slapped me. People would come up to me and ask me what I did to make her slap me, but if it was the other way around, and she called me a bitch and I slapped her, I'm going to jail. See, and that's why, and so you're not held accountable for your actions, right? Like, I'm going to go onto a slippery slope here. Has something to do with abortion, okay? So just
You good? Go ahead.
hold on to your diapers, babies.
Oh, shut up.
Word to Tommy Pickles. So if I make a mistake and I nut in you, I just have to deal with the consequences, right? If you make you tell me to nut in you or whatever, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to have this baby. Plan B, abortion. There's all these other forms of contraception, birth control. You have all these ways out, right? But me, on the other hand, I don't. I'm just fucked. I mean, the power's in your hands.
The only kind of way out that we have is basically getting snipped, and
Yeah,
Or being deadbeats.
that's not a way
that's,
out.
that's
There's consequences to that, right? And I know that
That's a coward's way out.
that's not even a way out to me, because you're still gonna get hit with the child support.
Unless you don't pay it.
You go to jail.
Go to jail.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Where?
Here.
Well, Lord, I'm going to have to.
I'll put it this way: you would have to really be able to finesse the system to get out of that.
You just have to have no job, and then they can't take you.
Yeah.
They can't do. But how you gonna survive with no money? I mean, you get paid under the table, maybe, but
OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding.
it's just living life as a man is hard.
I'm sorry. You have to live life as a man.
We don't need pity.
No, it's
We understand it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We understand it and we accept it. I don't think a lot of women accept reality a lot of the times. Like,
And-
and it sucks. Like, there's certain things like, and the thing is, one reality is that men are just simple, and we don't care about a lot of the things that y'all think we care about, like your money, like your ambition. Like, I don't care if you work at McDonald's or if you're a lawyer. If you're nice and sweet and not annoying and not a hoe, sign me up, man. You know, we just don't care about like a lot of things that y'all think we do. Because I think a lot of women think that attraction is symmetrical, like that we like the same things, but we really don't. We're actually opposites. A lot of stuff that y'all like, we don't. So, I've rambled a lot. I know the original question was about threesomes, but
It happens.
do y'all have any comments on any of the things that we've discussed? I know we had to take a little intermission. Y'all were talking about health and stuff, right? No? Oh, we good. Okay, say less. All right. Well, the last topic is the staple questions. I've asked a lot of these to them already, but like actually, as a matter of fact, the same template I asked to her. So, but I'll switch some of them up off the top of the dome. All right. So, where is your favorite place to get sweet tea? I don't think I've asked you these questions though yet.
Nowhere. I don't like sweet tea.
Bomb answer.
I haven't had sweet tea in a long time, actually. I don't even remember where I like to get it.
Okay, and you
Is
said
that
McDonald's
nasty?
last time, right? All right. What is your favorite food to eat at Thanksgiving?
I mean, I don't know, cause I'm not real picky. As long as there's no onions or pickles involved, I'm pretty much there. I don't do onions, garlic, or pickles. We all know Kirstie's food is bland, and whenever you go to KFC, they need to ask me, "Do you want your chicken original, crispy, or boiled?"
She doesn't like the pickle.
It's crazy, man.
I
Pickles are
don't at
fire.
all.
I
Like,
don't like
ugh.
the pickle.
Pickles are fire.
Love cucumbers. Hate pickles.
Cucumbers are great. Cucumbers are great.
Yeah, I hate pickles. They're just ugh.
Yeah, cucumbers make
Vinegar.
yeah, and cucumbers are porn stars too. Yeah.
Boy, bye.
Well,
What about you, Christian? Favorite Thanksgiving food?
that depends on. Are we talking main course or dessert?
Yeah, well, I mean either or, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, if you go to Thanksgiving, what's the first thing you're gonna go for?
Probably the turkey and the ham. And then for the dessert, I'm definitely going for the apple pie.
Ugh.
You're
No.
Trash.
You also dislike pickles, so
I don't do pies, really. They're not me.
I'm with you when you're right, sis.
Thank you.
I know you said yours already, but we'll just go over them again, I guess.
Mine was ham. I guess second would probably be like deviled eggs.
It's
But
my number one right there, the deviled eggs.
I'm still stuck on you not liking garlic or onions. I
Or
put garlic
pickles.
and onion powder on everything. That's like a salt and pepper when I cook.
Most people do, and I think that's probably a lot. That's a little bit, not a lot, of why I don't like them. I don't like them because I don't like a lot of like extreme flavor. Like I'd prefer bland over.
That is, that's all it's got on it, that is
That,
bland
to me,
me.
that's not. To me, it stinks and it's just funky. Like I can't do it.
I'm with her though, like low key. I kind of like blend a little bit too. I don't really like to like, you know.
Give me salt and pepper and
Should've-
we're great. Like,
I don't even need that.
I mean, I really don't either. But if I'm gonna season something, I want salt or pepper.
It doesn't
More
necessarily-
so salt.
Mine doesn't necessarily have to be seasoned like that. I don't really care.
Mine either.
have any of you ever eaten a whole like garlic clove?
Hell no.
What?
A whole
Why would you do that?
What is
people do it for health purposes and all.
Garlic
honesty.
loaf? Is that what you said?
Now,
Clove.
clove.
Garlic clove.
Garlic
sorry.
is a good health.
What the fuck is
Like
that?
like a whole piece of garlic.
Oh fuck no!
it is.
I
It
ate
is.
a whole piece of onion before though.
It does have a lot of
Love
health
onions.
benefits, but no, like
That's why it's probably nasty because it has a lot of health benefits.
That thing.
Most things that have a lot of health benefits are gross.
I'll say this: I like garlic, but I don't typically eat a whole just lot of you wouldn't catch me eating a raw onion or anything like that. So it doesn't taste bad, but going down, it feels like a bomb got dropped in your stomach. It's
Yeah, I
weird.
bet it hurts. It's hot.
No, not really.
I
It's
bet it
Well,
hurts.
it's
It's hot.
spicy. Like to me, to
I
be
bet it
so
hurts.
like non spicy. Like you don't when you think garlic, you don't think, oh shit, that's gonna set me on fire.
Yeah.
But if you've ever like ate it, like one time
It's got a
we
little
were in
tang,
Truth or Dare,
tang to it.
and you had like we had to eat some minced garlic or whatever out of it. I think that's where I was like, you know
Traumatized
what,
you.
I hate this shit, and so it's
Traumatized
a
you.
little spicy.
I was the same way about onions though.
Onions are fire, man.
No,
Y'all are tripping.
hell no.
I like 'em
Only
now.
on a burger can I tolerate an
Okay,
onion.
but how do you? Wait, you don't like it on a burger? Or you do?
I can only tolerate it on a burger.
I need it like chopped up though. I don't like the big
Yeah,
rings.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
the McDonald's diced onions.
Oh, they do
They're
it
my
perfect.
favorite.
Sonic does it the best. best.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your favorite food to get at a cookout or barbecue?
Brisket.
That's a solid answer. I love it.
Ribs.
That's my answer. Or well, really the baked beans, but ribs
Yeah.
for sure. It's more of a side, but
I'm gonna be real.
don't you dare.
I don't like barbecue. I don't. And so if I'm at a cookout, I'm probably gonna like just grab like I don't know. Hopefully there's a burger or something. Like,
Barbecue food.
okay, well
I mean,
then
people have cooked burgers at.
If I'm not,
I would rather have I don't like hot dogs over hamburgers, but I would rather have a hot dog off the grill than the hamburger off the grill.
I'm not big on barbecues and cookouts. Like I'm the type my favorite food, and I've come to realize this probably last night, is shake and bake pork chops. Like I love them. Love them.
Those like fried, grilled, what are they?
Fried.
Like,
Well,
gotta
you
eat
can
fried
bake
pork
them
chops.
too, though. I
I
mean,
bake nothing.
why?
I
It's
mean, I like
healthy.
bake. That's why I don't care about healthy
I
stuff.
try to be
not
as healthy as
good.
possible. So I mean,
Nah, fried pork chops. I like baked pork chops too.
yeah, I was gonna say the shake and bake. It just puts it on there.
Okay. So what about you said brisket?
Yep.
Ribs. You said I don't really hamburgers. What you said? Okay.
I mean, I don't attend barbecues.
I'll put it this way though. Brisket's my favorite, but I also don't discriminate at a barbecue either.
I mean, there's nothing really there that I don't really eat.
Exactly.
I've been going to Bishop's a lot and getting pulled pork.
I don't want the slaw. Don't bring me the slaw.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right on that. Or potato salad. I don't do that either.
Don't give me no beans.
Bruh, I'm gonna kick you the fuck out.
I can't.
You don't like baked beans?
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
the
kick you the fuck
texture.
out.
Have you? Okay, it's like you pop the bean in your mouth, and then this gushy.
The bean, you don't eat one?
I mean, no, I eat more than one,
No.
but that's what I'm saying. Like they're like
And
baby
you know
food.
and
Would
the
you
thing
chew 'em
is, like, too, like at barbecues, they usually always put the meat in them too.
Yes.
Bruh, stop. Oh, I'm finna ban you for that shit. Look, baked beans is like
Sorry.
baked beans is like at the top. Like
No.
of everything for me.
Ew,
I call them baked beans. That's what I call
I'm
them.
gonna ask you this: did they need to be Bush, or can they be just any
Eh,
generic brand?
I'm cool with Bush. I'm gonna be real with you. Much like with mashed potatoes, I've never had bad baked beans. I've never had bad mashed potatoes either.
Facts.
So
I prefer real mashed potatoes. Instant mashed potatoes ain't
Fire.
shit.
I mean, even if they're not as good as real, I guess they're still fucking amazing. I've just never had bad mashed potatoes before. I've had like some that were worse than others, but
Never bad.
all been good. It's a consistent food. Those are the two. They're like at the top. Mac and cheese is very sometimey, so that's why I don't have it up there. Because I've had some terrible mac and cheese. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Arby's.
Shout out to Popeyes for their strawberry biscuit. If you haven't had it,
Oh,
need
you
to
lost
go
me. I thought you were
get
talking about their
it.
mac and cheese. I was gonna say
No.
I'm with you.
No.
I did a whole taste test on them.
I bet it probably tastes good. It's
I mean,
dry as hell,
Popeyes
though.
is the shit to me. I love Popeyes. So.
Dry ass biscuits.
They
What?
fire. Don't disrespect the biscuits,
The
bro.
biscuits are the reason people go.
Facts.
Otherwise, you would just hit up the KFC.
Nah, you
Biscuits are
can't.
the reason people die because they choked.
Well, you can't. If you,
That's why you got to drink.
I don't trust a man that would eat the biscuit and not drink the water over there. You gotta drink
Right.
some water.
Yeah.
Cause your mouth will. You're eating like desert. But it's them biscuits are crazy fire, man. And she's right. That's really one of the only reasons I go for the chicken sandwich too and the mac and cheese. But other than that, I'm not. So I've asked you all, but Christian, I've not asked you yet, but I know what I already know from our discussions on Facebook. But for the camera's sake, how do you eat your steak?
Rare.
Oh wow, okay, no, I didn't think you were gonna say that. I thought you said medium rare, but
No, rare.
regular rare?
Yeah. No, I'll go blue rare.
Ew.
Oh man,
Oh yeah.
You
eat
will
ass,
just
too, don't
take
you?
it out the plastic and eat it.
No, I don't do that. I cook it on a fryer or a grill for about 2 minutes and then
Oh,
it's good to go.
hell no. You, no. So I'm going to go back to okay, so there's another dude that comes on here, and he eats his well done.
Oh,
We thought he was chewing.
shit.
No, you chewing.
No, it melts
Oh,
in
he's
your
definitely
mouth.
not chewing.
No,
Nothing
yeah.
melting. You might as well bite the cow.
Right, like that's
The pinker,
nasty.
the pinker, the better. That's all
I-
I'm gonna say to
I
that.
like medium rare. But
I like
can't do
medium
regular
rare as well.
Man. That's
more
tough.
flavor too.
I agree with that, but
I mean, I could see that, but medium rare is a
It's-
happy middle. Like,
he put it in there for 2
Like,
minutes.
if it's rare, if it's rare, the flavor is blood.
exactly.
not
That's
blood,
not
though.
blood. That's myoglobin.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's myoglobin
It
mixed
looks
with,
like blood. It's blood to me.
It's myoglobin mixed in with the water.
It doesn't even look like blood. Really, it's red, but it's like a transparent red.
It's
Blood's,
nasty.
Blood's thick.
It's really nasty, and I like my juices to come out of my steak and have a little
Brownness.
brown to them. You know,
I can.
like I need that medium.
I like
rare.
that medium rare. but
Yeah, that's what
I didn't
that.
think that man said he about 2 minutes.
You
I
know,
love it, bro.
You know, I always judge people that go over medium with their steaks.
What do you think about like medium well? That's another answer I get commonly.
And anything over like medium rare or rare, I'd like medium. Yeah, I can't trust those people. I don't trust them.
I tried. I went 2 times and I got filet mignon and I got like well done and then I got medium rare. It was crazy how different they were.
So, on that topic,
Uh-huh.
what's the best cut of steak?
What do you mean? I probably don't know the answer.
Ribeye.
Oh yeah, I always get a ribeye. Yeah.
Like that's just
What's the other ones?
non-negotiable.
Filet. There's
T-bone.
flank steak. T-bone.
Oh no, don't do the T-bone.
T-bone's okay.
I like. Yeah, I just.
You're
rather-
paying for the bone. Like you're not.
Sometimes
getting
bones
much-
are fine. Like they're definitely good in wings and chicken. Like
Yeah.
but like pork chops too, even. But like not on.
Not in the
steak.
state. Yeah, you want to just eat the whole thing. So
I like. Yeah. No, I'll definitely say the ribeye. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
But
They've got the most flavor.
yeah, for sure. I mean, that's most places sell ribeyes anyway. I've never seen no other kind. I mean, Waffle House has T-bone steak though. That's kind of funny.
I've never seen a T-bone steak at a Waffle House unless you ask
My
for
friend, he ordered it and he pulled it out, and it looked like one of those like steaks from Tom and Jerry.
it. Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, see, Waffle House, I will never order a steak from Waffle House ever again because I ordered a steak one time and I just said steak and I just got like a sliver and it looked like a tongue.
Oh,
ew.
I was so pissed. I still ate it, but you know.
I still ate it. Okay, all right. Next question. What is your biggest fear? One of your biggest fears, excuse me. Not yours.
Spiders.
That is your biggest fear.
I'm terrified of spiders.
I'm terrified of bugs, but my biggest fear is heights. Like, do not take me above a certain level, or I'm panicking.
I'll jump out the plane if there's a spider in it.
No, see, I'll just step on it. Like, now, if it's a flying bug, I would jump out that plane. I would. I don't do flying bugs.
There are
'Cause-
flying spiders.
what?
There are flying spiders.
Facts.
Where? When?
There's jumping. Like, they jump.
They are cute though. Tell me they don't have a puppy dog face.
No, spiders
You
can
see
make
their
it across
face?
any terrain. There are spiders in the air, in the water, on the ground. They are every fucking where, and I don't like them. They terrify me. I don't want to be around them. I'm not going to kill it. I'm going to sit there and scream and cry.
Talk your shit, man.
See, I'm gonna kill it. But
It depends on the size of it.
yes.
I ain't gonna lie. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Like, me and my mom was talking about this earlier. Like, it's really fun to, like, get, like, some, like insecticide and spray
And
it.
and watch them
I'm like,
shrivel up.
Bitch. Like,
That's what we do at my cousin. She has.
it's also I don't like anything that legs do this shit right here. And spiders are the worst with that. Like their legs, like when they're dying, like they start like convulsing and shit. It's terrifying.
It's
It's
gross.
fun
I-
to watch.
I also am scared of heights, but only heights like I'll get on a plane and like I'll get on a roller coaster if I'm strapped in or whatever. But if I get on like a Ferris wheel, I am terrified because I'm not buckled in. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if I'm strapped in or something like that, heights are okay. But like I'll get on a roller coaster. I got on a roller coaster that's 90 feet in the air, but I went to the mall on the second story and looked over the side and was about
Nauseous.
to like, man. So but for me, it's definitely flying bugs, birds. Fucking hate birds, and I'm scared of them.
I don't like. Them
I got a
either.
funny story actually. I used to be scared of birds too. Here's the reason why. I was traumatized as a kid. My aunt had a roommate who was a little off, but
Okay.
she took in like I think it was a pigeon or a dove or something like that.
Where do you find a pigeon, bro?
Were y'all a rescue?
Well, see, this was up in Connecticut. This was
Oh,
a
okay.
more
Yeah.
populated area. She
Yeah.
found a dove or a pigeon with a broken beak. I think she named the thing like not Samson. I don't remember, like Chester or something like that.
That's even funnier than Samson.
Right. Anyways, sucker had a freaking broken beak, and anytime that I would come to visit, this thing wouldn't even be in a cage. It'd just be sitting there, and it would chase me around the house. I was freaking scared for
Yeah.
my life.
Birds are just fucking terrifying, man.
They're ruthless.
I don't do anything that can fly. To me, they have an advantage
The
over.
bugs for sure. Like I wasps, bees, yellow jackets.
Fuck them bees.
Scared of them all. Even like, bro, they were like a butterfly, and until I can identify what it is,
Right,
I am
tripping.
terrified of it.
Me too.
Yeah, there was one time it was a dead butterfly on the ground, and the wind blew, and its wing like moved a little bit, and I was like, it scared the fuck out of me. I was like, oh hell no. Okay. All right. What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Lord. Newbie can go first.
You have to ask you because I know hers. Terrible choice, and I don't know hers. Hers kind of changes.
You're gonna hate me for this.
Don't you dare.
Chick-fil-A.
I love you for this. What do you mean?
I dislike you for that.
She's lying.
So my favorite fast food restaurant. I don't really have a favorite. That's why it changes.
Your recent pick was Slim's Chicken.
I was good. Yeah. So that is a good place to eat. But to be honest, I realized that fast food is so gross.
I mean, obviously, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
But I mean, yeah, I'm still with Slim's Chicken. Like, give me that Slim's Chicken all day, every day.
I mean, it's a hit or miss with fast food, but you're gonna want something that's gonna have like some kind of quality with their food.
and that place is
Slim's Chicken.
Chick-fil-A.
Zaxby's.
No,
Okay,
the fuck it
that
ain't.
was my first answer.
Thank you.
And
No,
let
the
me tell
fuck
you,
it ain't.
Zaxby's is over Chick-fil-A 100% because we
Hell
get to
no.
eat there on Sundays.
Hell no.
Oh,
we
yeah, but
don't-
you
Never
don't
once-
get to eat breakfast.
Never once have I
Hell
sat
no.
in a Zaxby's line for over an hour
Let me tell
Hold
you.
on.
because it's not overrated.
Well, you know why you don't sit in a Zaxby's line for over an hour? Because don't nobody go.
Fact.
And I'm happy about that. I don't care if I'm the only
Nobody
one there.
likes
I'm standing by it.
Zaxby's. Nobody likes Zaxby's.
I used
Nobody
to-
likes Chick-fil-A.
Lies you
I'm
tell.
gonna be honest. I don't not like Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is good.
Their mac and cheese is fire.
However, it comes out of a bag just like Jack's does. But however,
Jack's is fire.
Chick-fil-A, it is. Chick-fil-A is overrated. Like, it's not that serious. Why y'all all want to go to the same damn place when there's another place across the road? Like,
Because the other place across the road
has better
best,
chicken.
At best is mediocre.
Never.
And not to
mean-
mention that the service that you get at Chick-fil-A too.
Talk
that
to 'em.
also-
It's fake. It's
No, it's
fake.
not.
It is. And
Fake?
you want to know how I know? Because I've been in customer service for years. And I can literally, you can come in, I can be like, hey, how are you doing? And then whenever you leave, I can be like, oh my God. I
You can make
freaking
that
hated
argument for
him.
any restaurant, though.
Well,
You
yeah,
can
but
make that same
and-
argument.
And
for
you know
your
the crazy
friends.
thing is there are a lot of restaurants that don't do that, like McDonald's, like Popeyes. I don't know about Zaxby's, I don't go there,
they're
but
nice. They're chill.
Most people.
they're
can-
overwhelmingly known for their customer service. Like I said, if I go to I guarantee you, if I went to Zaxby's and I asked for whatever kind of fucking sauce y'all have, Zax sauce or some shit, I'm like, can I get like some extra Zax sauce? They're gonna scowl at me.
Have you ever been and
But
that happened?
If I go, no, because I don't go to Zaxby's. But
I've
I
never-
guarantee you, I go to Chick-fil-A and I say, hey, you know what? I don't even have to ask them because they'll ask me, do you want any sauce? How much do you want? And
No, go to the one in Florence, Alabama.
which one? Because there's 3.
Go to the one.
You know why there's 3? Because everybody wants Chick-fil-A.
You know why everybody wants it? Because of the name.
No,
No, because of the
it's
service.
fire and the service.
I don't hate it. I'm not hating on it.
You
I just think
said-
it's overrated.
Here's my thing. Why do you give a damn about the service? The service is 5 seconds of your day and then you getting the food.
What?
Exactly.
I don't want
because it
shit
takes
service,
5
but
seconds
I'm-
versus 5 minutes.
What did
I
I'm there
don't
for
care.
the food, not the service.
Right, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm there for the food, not to be your friend. Like, I don't care if it's your pleasure or if it ain't your pleasure. Either way, I'm getting my food.
You don't want nobody to be, when they're taking your order and when they're giving you your food, to be friendly and nice and, you know, being willing to accommodate your needs, as opposed to somebody scowling or getting mad because they have to give you an
I think we
extra
would all
couple
prefer
barbecue
somebody to
sauce.
be nice, but I don't.
Right.
It's not going to make or break my day either way. I'm going to be like, okay, they're
I
having
mean,
a
listen,
shit
I get
day.
treated like shit at McDonald's and still go back every time. I understand what you're saying. But it helps when, and again, I'm not even pointing at the service for one of the reasons why they're good. They're just good because they're fucking good. Their
I'll say
chicken
this
nuggets.
too.
Every other place here, blow them out the water.
I'll say this too. Better customer service also usually points to a better business model. Better business model means you're getting better food and everything like that.
Don't
Better
deep into
quality just in general.
I mean,
And also,
I
again,
agree.
breakfast. They have breakfast.
Facts.
the
It's
breakfast-
The little
chicken.
chickies are good though.
the
You're gonna
chicken
eat
minis are
chicken every
fire.
day for breakfast.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, like here's
It's one
my
of the most common foods eaten.
here's my thing. Chicken is my favorite food, hands down. Like I love chicken, all forms, boiled, fried, baked,
I
whatever.
just don't like how you said boiled first. Like,
Whatever.
that's hitting on something.
I do like boiled chicken.
It is, but like you know, it's
I'll
just,
boil it if it's for like chicken and dumplings or something. I don't know
Well,
about
yeah,
just
I
boiled
mean,
chicken.
but you ain't never just been boiling the chicken for chicken and dumplings and eat you a piece of the boiled chicken.
No.
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I had the choice, I would probably get boiled chicken 2 times out of like 100, maybe.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and maybe
it's
not even
definitely
that.
not
Maybe
the first
like
choice.
2 times out of 200.
It's not the first choice for anyone, and
There's
it's
no
not for me
way.
either.
Like fried is better, baked is better, grilled is better.
Barbecue chicken is great.
It is. And you know what else is great? Chicken fillet.
Well, I think that's
Facts.
a matter of opinion.
If you want to say it's overrated, I won't even argue with you on that.
okay, thank you. That's all I needed from
Because like somebody told me bacon was overrated, and I said it is, but it's not nasty.
no.
There's a
And
reason
I'm not
why
saying
it's
Actually, as a matter of fact, it's not overrated. Because where do you rate Chick-fil-A?
What do you mean,
Like, is it top tier to you?
no?
Okay, then it's underrated then because it's top tier.
It's
If
not.
you're saying it's not top tier, then you're underrating it because it's 100% top tier.
I mean, it's a great place and there's good food. However, you can go across the road and get the same thing as Zaxby's.
So even if you want to
Wrong.
say that Zaxby's is top tier, which is crazy, that doesn't mean that Chick-fil-A is overrated because Chick-fil-A is still top tier.
There is one thing that Zaxby's actually does have better than Chick-fil-A.
That
It's
bread, man.
Well, yeah, the salads.
What?
Salads are
Ironically, I've
okay.
never
The
ate
salad.
a salad.
The salad.
Zaddy. I just can't know. I just like Zaxby's to me is just inferior. It's kind of like Rib Shack to Bishop's for me.
Okay.
When I had Bishop's, it made Rib Shack inferior. It doesn't mean that Rib Shack is nasty, although Zaxby's is not great. But 'cause I've had it. It's not like one of those things where I'm just saying it because people say Chick-fil-A is worse, and I'm just saying it's not because Chick-fil-A is the best. No, I've had Zaxby's. It's not good to me.
It's good to me, but what you said about the bishops and the rib,
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
Bishop's just
that's-
makes Rib Shack just
Blows it out.
irrelevant.
it might as well just be.
Yeah, it makes you. And it's not that I don't even like Rib Shack. It's just if I have to eat there, it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
it's not Bishop's, bro.
Exactly.
And that's kind of me with Zaxby's. I have to eat at Zaxby's. I'm like, ugh, it's just not Chick-fil-A.
See, that's how I feel about Chick-fil-A. If I have to go in Chick-fil-A, I gotta anticipate one, the wait, two, like
Where are y'all? What
price.
time do y'all be going?
the
Because
price.
like, I'm never in there. I'm
Every
never there
time I've
forever.
been, there's been a line, like a long ass.
Sure, but the line moves quickly.
The line
It
does.
has. It doesn't for me.
Y'all,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand. But and then
What
the
time
thing
do
is,
you go? Is the better question.
I go
when
at
do I
all-
need to
I've
go?
I've been at lunchtime and the line has been like wrapped and I've
Yeah.
got through there like
2
in
minutes.
Tupelo. And Tupelo is the line be in the street and
It
you
does.
still will get through. And the thing is they'll give you your food while you're in line.
Speaking of
Facts.
Chick-fil-A and Tupelo, does everyone know that the Tupelo Mall Chick-fil-A now has a drive-thru? And that just is so exciting to me because my child loves Chick-fil-A. So I mean,
Your child is smart.
thank you. I agree. She is wonderful. They both are.
Okay, we'll stay on that all day. Okay, this is another good one. What is your favorite restaurant to like dine in at?
Neon Pig.
Where the fuck is that?
That's in Tupelo. It's private owned. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a private business.
I've never been there just because of the name.
I just didn't know.
I don't hardly ever do I dine in. I guess for me it would be Pizza Factory because of the salad bar, but like that's just the only reason. So
Okay.
My top two are gonna be Umi's in Florence, which is a hibachi place, and
I've had
then
Umi's before.
China Buffet.
That's a solid answer. I love it. The one in Tupelo is trash, but the one here is fire. So I saw you make that face. I've been to the one in Tupelo. It's not good at all. But the one here, amazing.
The shrimp and zucchini is my favorite thing they have.
I'm like the sushi, or you just get the regular. You
No,
don't
it's just
sushi?
like-
Why'd you make that face? You
I
don't
like sushi, but not from China Buffet. If I get sushi, I'm getting it from a Japanese place.
Well, do you not get the sushi at China because it's raw?
I've never tried it there. If
Oh,
I want sushi, I go to a sushi place.
I like some raw sushi.
if you eating cat and dog, you're eliminated because
Y'all kill me, bro. with
Gross.
that.
I'm a snob when it comes to Asian restaurants because I've told y'all that I lived in Japan, right?
no, it was just
You
me.
told me. I know that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Japan. I've tried it all fresh, and it's just different here.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd be scared of fresh Japanese food.
Yeah, me
No,
too. I'm gonna be
No,
real.
I'll tell you, they do it better than they do here.
I want to try traditional Japanese ramen.
We're
Same.
getting one of those in Tupelo.
I thought I was
actually.
gonna say, don't they have an Asian market in Tupelo?
Think it's supposed to be opening. Yeah, they have an Asian market, but they're also opening a ramen restaurant.
Solid.
I think it's like next week or something like that. Is what the rumor is.
There you go. Gotta go to Tupelo. For me, my favorite place to dine in and eat at, mug shots.
Okay, I'm with you.
Love mug shots.
I have
too.
no clue what that is.
I gotta
I
take you to
love
Neon
them
Pig
too.
one day.
What do they sell there though? Let's go there.
Superior burgers. Here's why.
Oh, you already started off really bad.
Here's
Superior
why.
burger, just shit on
Superior.
them. I just
Superior.
I get the same burger when I go to mug shots.
So I'll say this: they have a burger there that's called the Smash Burger, right? They take the traditional stuff. They take the ground chuck and they take the sirloin and stuff like that. But they'll also add ground bacon to it. They will add ribeye. They'll add New York strip, and I think
on the burger.
no, they'll add it in the grind.
Gross.
Hell
Ew.
no.
I don't know.
That burger
Please tell me more.
doesn't need to be seasoned.
Say okay. Yeah, look.
I'll put it this way: minimal seasonings.
Oh,
So what I get at mug shots is the steak sauce burger.
Okay.
Have you ever had the McDonald burger?
No. I see. I don't like to try. Like the steak sauce burger ketchup. It has that inferior sauce on it, but the A1. But it works with the ketchup. Yeah, we need Country Bob's on there. That would probably take it to the moon.
Yeah.
And then they have loaded mashed potatoes. That is what really gets it for me.
Okay.
Loaded mashed potatoes really.
They'll-
Oh my god, man.
They don't do loaded mashed potatoes. They'll do I think they have like a loaded fries or something like that. The side dishes are kind of
Yeah, see that's
average.
another thing. Like, I ain't gonna lie though. Mug Shots has those beer battered fries and they're gross.
Yeah.
Or sweet potato fries, which why in creation would anybody put that on the menu? Disgusting. But Mug Shots is definitely my favorite.
TJ, you need to go try Earl's.
Who?
Earl's.
I'll try it.
Who the fuck is that?
It's in. Yeah.
And Crump.
It's really good. Don't get their beer battered.
I always be hearing about
whatever.
places in Crump. But
Yeah, I like Earl's. Earl's is good.
it sounded like you said I like girls.
I used to.
Okay, who is your celebrity crush if you have one?
Aubrey Plaza.
Every time when somebody tells me, I look it up.
I was gonna say, please look her up because I'm trying to see what this. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, she a baddie.
Yep.
Got her nipple out almost. You're looking like, ugh.
I mean, she looks like every.
Oh,
You gotta get a
Industry
close
female.
up. You gotta get a close up.
oh, she's kind of old, isn't she? 39.
See that? I mean, I guess I'm into older women. I guess I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, she's pretty for 39 for sure. You said you didn't know last time, right? No, you named somebody. I can't remember who you named. Who was it?
Shamar Moore.
Is that
It's a black guy, isn't
that dude off of yeah, she ain't lying. He is pretty. He is so pretty.
This guy?
It's a beautiful chocolate man.
Look at you with your
White girl, white
yeah,
chicks
white
thing.
chicks references. Are you? Have anybody?
Mm. Okay, guys. I don't know. For me, that's hard because I have so many. But like, I don't really. To me, it's
Let's name one of your many then.
okay. Probably Adam Levine. He's pretty to me, especially in that video with Cardi B. He was just
Understandable.
I feel like that's a generic answer for some reason.
You know what?
why.
I don't even care. He is gorgeous.
I feel it though. So mine has changed recently, like a couple weeks, and I know she's thotty, not a wife material at all, but Ice Spice, my fucking gosh, ooh, that's my celebrity crush.
Who?
Ice Spice.
Let me see her.
With my little eye. Oh, sorry.
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't.
I don't know who she is. Everybody's been debating about her and Lotto.
I like Lotto too.
I do too.
Oh, look at that bad bitch, boy. Ooh. Ooh. She even got the little curly fucking
Cherry
ramen noodle afro.
Not the ramen noodle.
She got that ass too, man. Oh my, look at that. Fuck.
Okay, put the phone down.
Yeah, Ice Spice is definitely a celebrity crush.
Gotcha.
Oh.
She's pretty.
I'll put it down. And she's like that beautiful like caramel, like cocoa butter color. Love it.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, just a little out there with the. I would never date her. Could never do that. But I fucked the dog shit out of her. What is your favorite cookie flavor?
Okay, so I know over here, apparently we don't do crumble cookie.
We do not.
However,
We have that in Tupelo.
when Kirstie is here, we do, and it's the cowboy cookie. Dude, it is a combination of every cookie, and it has coconut in it. It is
Oh,
so
you-
fire!
Oh!
I love it.
Oh
Love
my
it.
gosh.
I like crumble, but you lost me at coconut.
No, I love
That
the
might
cowboy
be the
cookie.
worst taste, like worst flavor of taste that
It has no taste if you add it with
it
other
does.
flavors.
No, it does. It doesn't matter what you put in it, you will always taste the coconut, bro.
It's the cowboy cookie for me, man.
Ugh.
I
Ugh.
can't say one way or the other.
Well, it's a very simple answer for me. Chocolate chip.
I mean, that's a very
A basic
generic
ass. It is
answer.
very. I will 100% hold on to that.
If you're getting
you know-
chocolate chip, what kind are you getting? Like the regular, the chunky, or the chewy?
Right.
I don't know. I don't want it to be like hot because I don't like the chocolate like it to be melting and stuff. I don't want it to be hard. Pause. I need it to be like between soft and like
Crunchy.
a little yeah, like right in the middle.
Like
of it.
the inside's got to be like soft, but the outside needs to have a little crunch. I'm the same.
Okay, have you ever had those grandma cookies from the like gas station?
Yes.
That kind of
Gross.
like consistency.
Like some chewy.
Kind of chewy, but not really.
Give me original.
You know what? I'm gonna ask another question along those lines when we get done. Did you say what you?
Chocolate chip as well. Specifically, though, since we're going on specifics on chocolate chip, Chick-fil-A's chocolate chip cookies.
Talk your shit.
I honestly can't disagree with that. They're
They have
fire.
the best.
They're fire.
Talk your shit.
They are fire. They are
They're
fire.
chewy.
How are
they're not
Zaxby's
too
cookies?
hot.
They don't have those.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
Yes,
Oh,
they do.
yeah, they
they
do.
have cookies, and they're
Oh.
really good. They have chocolate chip,
you
and
didn't
they're
say
very
that.
good.
You didn't say that. You looked at me like.
Chick-fil-A's are
What you
superior.
mean?
Okay, well, I've never ate a Zaxby's
Does Zaxby have
cookie.
milkshakes too?
No, but you know what they do have?
Wow.
They have egg rolls.
Oh man,
God,
God, darn them damn egg rolls
I
that
love
everybody
that
a
eats.
egg roll.
limited time thing, though.
Let me tell you. Want me to tell you about why that's a bad argument? Because places that are Asian places give them away for free. They're not even they're complimentary.
And you're paying $2 for one in Zaxby's.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay.
And that's only a limited
So
time
which one did you
thing,
say?
too.
I don't have a favorite cookie. I like all cookies unless they have coconut in them, and I don't like raisins. I don't like.
I hope you don't
cookies.
like oatmeal raisin.
Ew, no.
You could say that dumb shit that Carmen said. Macadamia
Macadamia
nut.
nut.
Hey, those are good too, though.
In her defense, yeah, they are. They can be good if they're like.
Those are the ones that like the
Homemade.
white.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
eat the white chocolate macadamia nut like from Subway. I like those.
I
Subway's
don't like
cookies
the
that fell off
nuts.
So bad though. I penis myself. Pause. Yeah, Subway's cookies that fell off really bad. Really, really bad.
I like the raspberry cheesecake ones from Subway.
Ew.
Oh, those are pretty good, actually. I like those.
Is that cookie like a whole different color?
No, it's just
No.
got little bitty like pieces of raspberry and white chocolate in it. Don't even make that face. You ain't tried it clearly, so don't.
No,
even.
I don't like raspberry though. I
don't
know.
either.
I can't do fruit and cookies. Like it don't make sense. Like I used to work at the
It
Great
does at
American
Subway.
Cookie, and
does
we
at
had a
Subway.
strawberry
Subway don't
cookie,
fall off.
and no matter how much I tried, the fruit and cookies don't mix, man. Like the Crumble does these Crumble does these shortcake cookies. While they're good, but it's weird to me. It's like eating cornbread with
I
your
don't like
dessert.
lemon stuff, like lemon
Me
cookies
either.
and stuff like that.
I
so
don't like
get
lemon
that.
flavored nothing.
You want to know something? Coconut's a fruit.
I love coconut in my cookie. That's an exception, okay?
You said they don't mix. I mean,
Well, in
I'm just
strawberry
saying.
sense, and like,
You know I'm looking at you, right?
because she said lemon.
Yes. What the fuck do you mean you don't like lemon cookies?
Uh-uh.
Fire.
No.
Anytime I eat something with lemon in it, I automatically think of like cleaning supplies that are lemon scented. I can't do
We're
it.
lemon pledge.
I ain't gonna eat
For
no
you Family
orange
Guy watchers.
flavored nothing either.
What?
I ain't doing orange. I'm not doing lemon. I don't like citrus flavored things.
Sprite is citrus, you know.
I mean, I do know that, and that I don't understand that about me, because I do like Sprite, but I'm a big, huge fan of Sprite Zero, where it tastes a little different than Sprite, because Sprite to me is a little too sweet.
complexity.
God. Orange flavored things though, like
Yeah, no,
bro,
not
that
Fanta, none
orange
of it.
Fanta is
No.
fucking busting.
I'm not drinking no Fanta,
Japanese Fanta
None
is
of
the
them?
best.
none. I don't care for if I'm drinking a soda. I want like a Coke. I don't want a
What
fruit.
the fuck? A regular Coke?
Preferably Diet Coke. That's me though.
Oh, you and Carmen are best friends. She said the same ignorant ass shit.
You're
I do
braver
love
than me.
her. I do love her. My dog wouldn't even drink it today.
I don't blame him.
He literally looked at it and he was like, "Oh
'Cause
no,
he's like, if I drink this, it will kill me.
It's formaldehyde.
it's great." I love it.
There's like 8,000 drinks I would drink before a regular Coke.
Yeah, I'm not drinking a regular Coke.
I don't
know.
like
Or
any
Diet Coke.
caffeinated sodas. Like I'll drink Sprite or like peach knee high, but anything like Coke,
Okay.
Dr
Did you
You hear
Pepper,
what she said?
any of
Yeah, that
those,
was
I don't.
That's a fruit.
but it's fine though.
That peach knee high.
Peach to me is an exception. Like I love peach flavored things.
That's-
I drink
that shit
peach
is-
wine, so
That shit is.
that's good.
She said something right there. I put a post up and I had like a fridge open and it was like, which drink would you pick? And she said people were saying peach. I said Sprite, of course. But people were saying peach knee high, and I wanted so bad to argue with him, but I can't.
Yep.
Can't. But the good thing about the peach knee high though is that it's not always available, so it still has like the
New feel.
mystique of like
Yeah.
that luxury, like where it's like, oh, I don't eat it all the time. So like a funnel cake, right?
Mm.
Funnel cakes are always good because you don't eat them as often. So when you do, it's like, oh my god, you don't get used to the taste. And
Mhm.
I think the peach knee high is like that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite place to get chicken strips?
My nana's house.
Okay, I'll take that.
I thought Zaxby's was going to be the first answer. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, is
Never.
it?
Give me homemade fried.
I'm on your ass about
Strips.
Zaxby's today.
I don't go there for chicken strips. I go there for wings.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Now
that's a
this is
question.
my best friend, and that screams
That
all
is
that
not
it needs
even-
to.
No, there's 8 billion places that have better wings than Zaxby's.
Not fast food.
Checkers has got some pretty fire wings, though.
I ain't going to Checkers for no wings.
I mean,
I don't know if you count like Domino's as like fast food, but if
Yeah.
you do, their wings are better than Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure Little Caesars has better wings too.
Oh,
And they're
no.
not that
If I have to get out and go in, it's not fast food to me.
You don't have to get out and go in. They have a drive-through at Domino's, at least the one here.
yeah.
And at some Little Caesars too.
The one here.
Right.
And Boonville. Well, not Little Caesars, but
What was the fucking question?
Favorite place for chicken strips?
Oh, a gas station for me. That
Yeah.
crispy crunch chicken.
yeah,
Dodge store is really good.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Did you say? Oh yeah,
I
you
said
did.
my
You did. You
Nana's
said
house.
first. Yeah. All right. Favorite wing flavor?
Lemon pepper. Or traditional.
Like naked.
Lemon pepper.
I'm going either lemon pepper or just barbecue.
Hey, we're all basic then, I guess. Shoot.
I like naked, dipped in honey barbecue sauce. Or shout out to my boy Jalen, honey barbecue. or you know because we worked right across the street. Jimmy Seasides has these sticky Asian wings. Might be my favorite flavor.
Yeah.
I would say more so than the. But now I'm gonna ask the next question: where's your favorite place to get wings from?
Hometown pizza.
Interesting. I like hometown pizza.
I love their wings. One time I got their chicken wings and it looked like a damn chicken leg. I was like, whoa. It was so good.
One that's not even local here. It's a place that I used to go to called Mexi Wing in Tennessee.
Okay.
Mine would be Soul Wingery Records in Florence. They're the best wings that I've ever had.
Well, if it's not Jimmy Seasides, basic Wingstop, perfectly
Oh,
fine
yeah,
for me.
for sure. Yeah.
Perfectly fine for me.
If they have
Solid.
enough workers.
Solid.
Yeah, they're like Popeyes. Like they don't never have the right workers. And then the quality of worker is always bad at Wingstop too.
It is.
But their wings are fire.
And something about, like, if you go in the restaurant, especially in Tuplo's, it's always so nasty. But the food fine. Like,
But you know, it's like it's kind of like a Waffle House. Like I don't
Yeah.
go in there and expect it to be clean.
right, yeah. You just expect your food to be
Speaking of which,
right.
let me tell you some funny shit that happened this morning. My mother said I was asking her where we're gonna eat breakfast, and I said I want to go to Huddle House. She's like, I don't want to go to Huddle House. They were nasty in there. How about Waffle House? I was like, what?
Say what?
You don't want to eat at Huddle House because they're nasty, but Waffle House is the alternative, and they're literally known for being nasty. And she was like, but this one here is not. I said, and that's a problem. If I go to Waffle House and it's not nasty, the food ain't going to be good.
Jalen said it best. If they got all their teeth, you might as well get a drink or walk out. But if they got
Exactly.
teeth missing, your food's finna be right.
Yeah, they're not outside smoking a cigarette when you
Yeah.
pull up. Forget it.
My cook needs to have a felony. I know that shit going to be fine.
Yes.
Okay, what is your favorite soda? And why is it not Sprite?
Mine is
I don't-
Sprite, but I prefer Sprite Zero. So
See, I'm bougie. I don't really drink soda anymore. I went to sparkling water. So
bro,
Drink that with your pinky out?
yeah,
God.
I'm pretty gay for that. I know.
I'm not saying gay. You know, it's just SpongeBob reference.
Oh, I know.
But God,
Yeah, you know.
sparkling water? It's not even.
It's
like,
also cheaper than soda too, and it's
Gross.
better.
It's
For
it
you.
is
because
better
it's
for you.
disgusting, and no one wants to buy it.
Exactly. So it's all me. That depends on which
You
one.
know mine. Mine's peach neon.
Oh yeah, you said that. I can't argue with that at all.
It also depends on which
Okay.
one you get though, because there's some sparkling waters that are really nasty. Like
Like all of them? No, I'm just kidding.
what
Nah.
he said.
I'm kidding.
the-
I've had
the-
some good sparkling water.
yeah. Like there's this one. It's the
Look,
one
does
that I
come in,
usually
like
get.
a little like wine glass looking,
No,
like a
no,
like
no,
a
no,
like
I'm
a.
not talking about Perrier. That's like way too expensive. But
I was gonna say I'd see it at Walmart in a nice little wine bottle looking thing.
no, I'm getting ones that are in a plastic bottle. That's like 75 cents a bottle, but it's like huge.
Ew. God.
It's also really good for hydration. It's good for your kidneys. It also helps get rid of hunger pains.
Fuck the hunger pains, fuck the kidneys, and fuck the hydration. Give me a soda. I ain't drinking no spicy water. And I promise you, when I think of spicy water, I think of those seltzers like White Claw. Who is going to drink a White Claw and be happy about it? You ain't.
Spicy
You got to
water?
drink like 5 of them. And
I
then
just
you
can't
on-
imagine drinking sparkling water in the middle of the night because I'm thirsty and that shit
Exactly.
burning my throat.
Right.
I
Like,
do.
and it having no fucking flavor. Like, never.
You're
I
getting the
can't-
wrong ones.
Well, you can just drink regular water.
Right.
I mean, but you're also getting the wrong ones too. I say that because I absolutely agree. What are the ones that like taste like TV static?
What are you talking about?
The ones that you
The
buy
water?
on any shelf.
Like regular water?
No. The sparkling waters. I forget what they're called. I know the little ones in the skinny bottles that called ice or something like
I'm
that.
not even going.
Oh no! If you're talking about those and the clear American ones, now
Yeah,
those
that's
fire.
what
Those
I
have
get.
flavor.
That's what
So
I get.
okay, that's
what I
valid.
get.
That's valid.
I'm not
when
even
you
gonna
say
hold you.
sparkling water, I'm thinking this motherfucker is drinking spicy water with no fucking flavor, and it is
God, it's
enjoyable
spicy.
because it is
Yeah, no,
spicy.
clear,
It is.
clear American is where what I do.
I can't even tell you the last time I've even uttered the word sparkling water.
Yeah, nobody thinks, oh, I need to go get me a sparkling water.
Yes, he does.
But
do.
whenever they're called clear American or the ice waters, those are good. They
Clear
have
American
flavor.
sounds like an insult.
No. Like it's like the blackberry. It's like a blackberry Sprite, dude.
Oh, there
It
you
is.
go, right there. Blackberry is easily one of the worst tastes.
Well, they have strawberry Sprite. They have the peach, which is
No,
actually
I don't like
fire.
doing flavored. Like they fuck it up. Jalen had the audacity to sit here 2 weeks ago and say he like Dr. Pepper, strawberries and whatever the fuck else he
Cream,
said.
it's good. I mean, it's not one of those that I'm like, you know what? Let me go grab that real quick because I'm craving it. But I'm not gonna sit here and say people made it out like it was so much worse than
Burn
it
it
was.
with fire.
It's good. I like the strawberry and cream. Now I also like vanilla, so that's just a me thing.
I can get down with vanilla.
Negatory. What was the fucking question? Soda? Okay. All right. So everybody knows it's
Rabbit hole.
Sprite for me for sure. Okay. If you could move to any city, where would you move?
Back to Tokyo.
I'm such a gypsy soul that I don't have a preference like on city, but if I just was gonna be set in a city for the rest of my life, I would want to be anywhere that's close to a beach. So that's just me.
I don't really know. I said last time I don't really know, and I still don't.
Okay. Favorite fruit?
Pineapple.
Strawberries
Gross.
or watermelon.
Great answer. Great.
I've ate 2 in the last week by myself, whole ones.
Who?
Look, I just have to keep going. It's so hot. Ooh, I just love it.
Talk your shit.
Pineapple or apple?
Lost me with the apple.
Yeah.
Pineapple is fire.
Pineapple is good, but
All right, how about
apples-
this? 5. Name your top 5.
Okay, it's gonna be strawberries, watermelon, pineapples, kiwi, and then probably a banana. But now, when I say a banana, I'm not talking about the banana that has the brown shit all over it. I want my peel
I don't want
to
mine
be a
be
little, like I want my stuff to not be like,
bruised. That's the word.
yeah, like
I don't need a trauma-stricken banana.
yeah. That's my top 5. So
I'm gonna go pineapple, kiwi, grapes. I don't know. I don't know what my other 2.
What's up with this pineapple? This kiwi.
I like
a
it.
lot
it
of
is
people
really
say it.
sour and
I
tart.
like strawberry. I'll go strawberry 4,
There's so many you've missed,
peaches for 5.
I was gonna say you gotta say peaches.
You
if
said
like
peach.
Nah, huh?
and you didn't even put it in your top 5. And you said peach that way. You sat here the other day and said,
You didn't even have coconut in yours.
I mean, no, because, ultimately, if I'm going for a fruit, hands down, it's strawberries. Give me strawberries all
I
day
said in
long.
your top 5. You didn't even list peach in your top 5, but you was like, y'all know what's really good?
I mean,
Peach. Said just like that.
it is really,
Top
really
6.
good. I love peaches. But I can't say it's in my top 5 just because of the slimy texture.
If you've tried peaches from Walmart, that doesn't count. You got to get them from like a fresh peach stand on the side of the road.
Yeah, she said a peach stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't
not
feel like
wrong.
peaches are good enough to dedicate a whole stand to.
They are.
Yeah,
You just
they-
ain't have
they
the
are.
right ones.
Especially in Georgia.
God.
Not the Georgia.
Top
peach.
5, Christian.
Okay. Pineapple, apple, blood orange.
Ew.
Those are good.
Like the red?
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, those are good. I like bananas. I like them spotted though.
Ew.
They're sweeter that way.
They are, but that's so
I
gross.
dig around them, bro.
Me too.
I like rip it off.
Let's see.
Skip it like it's a question on a test or something.
Avocado.
Is that a fruit?
Yeah.
It is.
Holy
actually.
hell, I changed my answer. Whatever I said last about a banana, yeah, I put avocado there. I love avocados.
Hear you. I have a very basic top 5: watermelon, grapes, oranges, pineapples, bananas.
Yeah, pretty basic.
Yeah, very basic one.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I was surprised neither one of you said oranges. I was like,
I don't like
No.
oranges.
specifically
I told you.
the mandarin oranges, like the
Hell
cuties and the
no.
halos. Like
Now they're good, but they're not top 5. Like
I'm
hell
okay
no.
with those. I don't like the texture of oranges. I like orange juice. I just don't
you
like
put
the
peaches in there. They have like damn near the same texture.
No, they do
No,
not.
they're slimy.
What is slimy?
Oranges have like I
peaches.
don't even know.
So
what-
are fucking oranges.
no,
They're-
oranges have strings in them and shit. I don't like that. And
But they're slimy too.
peaches have one seed and it's out in the open in the middle. You can just pull it out and throw it away. They don't have little bitty seeds hidden inside them.
Okay, well,
You can
You're
get
still
them
wrong.
seedless.
because oranges are fire.
You're wrong and he's right. Okay.
No. I'm just making a joke. So okay, I'm gonna name a couple and y'all tell me because couple of other crazy answers I've gotten on here, and I want you to tell me how y'all feel about them. I got apricots before. How do you feel about that?
Trash.
Hell no.
Eh.
You hear that, Savannah? I
Yes,
got
Savannah.
plum as well.
I do like plums. They're
I'm not
fire.
against them.
I like them.
Understandable.
Trash. Sorry, Savannah. Cherries. How do y'all feel about cherries?
Ew.
If they're real cherries, I don't like the little Marciano cherries. Real cherries, I like.
I like the one with the little stem in them. Or the little whatever that shit is
pit?
called. I just eat around it like the little cherry.
Like the ones that are like black, like darker.
No. Like they have that little shit on the inside. I don't know what it's called.
It's a pit.
Yeah, that thing for the cherry pit. I'm
I
sorry.
said that like 3 minutes ago.
For
I-
real.
I don't like
My bad.
cherries. Really, it's not.
I mean, I don't. It's not my favorite. If I never ate a cherry again in my life, I wouldn't be upset.
Exactly.
I like
All right,
cherries.
let's see some other stupid answers I've got. Cantaloupe. How do you feel about that?
I like
Okay.
cantaloupe,
Yeah.
but it's not my like. I'm not gonna be like go into the store and be like, "Oh, let me get a cantaloupe. I don't.
I like it if it's ripe.
Yeah.
Honeydew.
agree.
How do y'all feel about honeydew?
I love honeydew.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that's right up in there with cantaloupe.
Okay. I said apples already. You said apples. How do y'all feel about apples?
No.
Mid
I
as
like
fuck.
certain apples. I like green apples, and there's a
Oh
certain
no,
That's
those
the
are
only
the
ones
worst.
there's a certain kind of red apple that I
The
like.
Gala apple or the
Honeydew.
Granny Smith apple.
Honeydew.
I don't remember if it's the Gala apple or the Fuji
Honeycrisp.
apple, or the
both of
Fiji,
those are
whatever.
really good.
But there's one I don't like soft apples.
Exactly. That's
If
me.
you give me a yellow apple, I'm probably gonna kill you.
I won't want to have to like struggle to eat, but I still ain't gonna eat it because there's just 18 fruits better.
Yeah, you right though.
Hey, listen. Shout out to y'all for the pineapples. Them motherfuckers is fire. Okay. Favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Every day is my favorite day.
Saturday.
I don't have
Same.
a preference on weekdays.
What's your? You don't have a least favorite day of the week? Tell you what, my least favorite day of the week is fucking Wednesday. Hate it.
My favorite would probably be Sunday, just because I really enjoy getting to go to church. Like I enjoy it. I do. I'm a big church.
Sunday is only bad for me because like I want to relax, but everything's closed usually, and then like I have to like end it early because I have to get up for work the next day.
To me, it's like
Not
you get
anymore
to-
though, because I go to work at night on Sunday. So now I really don't like them.
Well, to me, on Sunday, it's like a fresh start. It's the beginning of the week,
That's Monday for
and
me.
you get to just like it's make or break. You can choose how your week's gonna be on that day. And with church, usually my week is planned out pretty swell because church is just positive for me.
Sunday's like the realization that I have to go back to work. That's why I don't like it. I'm like,
Same
oh,
here.
Oh, my good weekend's over. Now I have to go back to fuck. Whatever that means. Okay.
Thought you liked doing that.
Well,
It's his favorite hobby.
it's not. Sleeping is my favorite hobby.
Oh yeah, I forgot naps are life.
Favorite place to buy groceries?
Publix.
What in the hell?
Hey, listen. There's no way you're gonna sit here and tell me you don't like buying things because they're expensive and it's like Publix because they are crazy expensive. Well worth it though.
Yes. I used to work for Publix.
Not my favorite place to shop though. I remember what you said somewhat.
Mine's Walmart. Like
Talk your shit.
they have everything.
That's my favorite place to shop too for groceries. I do like a good Aldi though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they're doing
Cheap.
the most.
Yeah, I don't like having to pay 25 cents for a cart, but
Did you know that most of their Audi branded things
don't
like
have the red shit.
right, yeah,
registered.
and apparently that's a big deal for kids, but my kids still
I don't-
eat it.
I
I turned out fine, so
somebody was talking about it the other day, and I was just like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I'm not even gonna lie. I used to get pissed off whenever we had to shop at Aldi's when I was a kid, and we couldn't afford nothing, so we had to shop at Aldi's.
How long has Aldi's been around?
It's been
it
around
just
for a long
recently came
time.
here though.
Yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask 2 more questions, and then we'll be done. I'll ask the question that's on here. The first question is, if you could own any animal in the world as a pet, which would you choose?
Wolf.
I haven't got that yet.
I have had a husky, and that's not gonna be my answer. If I could
Different. Not a
choose
wolf.
any, it is, but it's different, but it's still wolf based.
Wolves are feral.
My favorite. If I had to choose an animal,
And by the way, we're gonna assume that this animal is tame, so to listen to you. So just
a fucking monkey.
okay.
That's not tame.
No, I'm.
If
I'm
it
saying
is,
that it would
bruh, that's like a
be-
kid.
What
Give
kind though?
me a
There's plenty.
monkey.
Like you just want a regular monkey, or you like want an orangutan, a gorilla, like a, I don't know, like a Reese's monkey.
I would want one like a little finger monkey.
Don't ask me why I know a bunch of monkeys.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. We ain't worried about it.
I just know those 3 actually. You said, what did you say? You said well, first you said a dog, and then you said something else. What did you say?
I don't remember. I remember saying dog, but I don't remember what I said after
I
that.
want to say you just probably said like a leopard or something.
Oh, I probably said a cheetah.
Yeah. Everybody always names a cat from that group.
Can we consider like reptiles in this?
I
Because
said any animal. Like,
oh, okay. Well, I mean, my bad.
yeah.
So if that's the case, screw the monkey. Give me a bearded dragon.
You can get that now.
You mean a Komodo dragon, the big one?
No.
Definitely don't want
no.
one of those.
No.
Their
I want-
saliva will kill you.
Is that not the same? Okay, no, because I guess
Bearded
it's not-
dragons are like.
I know. Well, they get
I
big.
literally went to somebody's house and saw a bearded dragon the other day. You could literally own that now.
Yeah.
You
Well,
said out of all animals, that's what you'd want to own. That's something
Okay,
you could
well,
already get.
to me, okay, whatever the lizard is on holes. For some reason, I think it's a
The
bearded
yellow
dragon.
spotted thing.
No, those lizards that like flare.
Yeah, that's what he's
their
talking.
heads.
It's
They're
called a yellow
something
It
spotted.
was a yellow spotted lizard from
I
Holes.
love
just
it.
remember that.
I love it. Like
Tired of this, Grandpa.
I would have
It's too
that.
damn bad.
You keep digging. Well, I said on every podcast when I answer this, and I hate birds, but I would love to have an ostrich as a pet.
Gross.
Because it doesn't fly.
It's ugly too, and just imagine somebody stole some money from me, and I told that
Oh,
motherfucker to
Nick.
go chase him. Imagine getting chased by an ostrich, bro. Terrifying. It's not even, and it's not like too just. I mean, it would be scary if somebody came and saw a big ass bird. Just imagine if you came in for the podcast and the motherfucker was just sitting here.
Yeah, they're intimidating.
Yeah, they're funny as fuck and they're ugly, and that's
Yep.
what I like. They're different,
Kangaroos
not like a
are-
traditional little answer that everybody else be giving. You know, lion,
Kangaroos are mean.
bro.
talk about it.
Kangaroos are funny as fuck to me because I saw this post one time. It was a kangaroo in the water. And it was like, if you see a kangaroo in the water, don't go in there. It'll attempt to drown you. I'm like, why do you have to tell people that?
Right.
Like,
because there's guys on YouTube that will go up to kangaroos and just punch them right in the jaw.
that's cool. But like,
No.
why, if I see a kangaroo in the water, I'm not going to be like,
Let me get in there
let
with
me,
them.
let me hop in.
Yeah, no, I'm running.
Shit
If
crazy.
anything weird is in the water, I'm out.
I'm not going in the water, period. Right?
No.
I also wouldn't mind having like a fucking actually no, I don't want that. I'm good on that. I was gonna say a crocodile or something.
Oh, no.
No,
Gross.
they stink. A
Yeah.
rhino would be cool.
Did y'all see where the woman in Florence had a crocodile? Or no, it's an
that.
alligator. She got arrested because she went into some store and they wouldn't give her money back for something. She went out to her car and brought in an alligator. Which was like 3 weeks ago.
Only in the
Let me introduce you to my customer support out here in the car.
my service animal.
She told them she was about to do it, and they didn't believe her, and she came back in with it.
Fucking alligator.
She was
At
like
least she
holding it
ain't a
over the
shit
counter.
That's a
threatening them
real
with
ass
it.
bitch, bro.
Should have given her money.
She a real ass bitch in jail now.
Oh, you ain't gonna give me my money? Bet. Let me go get my partner out here. And then somebody brings in an alligator. I don't even know. I wouldn't know what to think if somebody
Right.
said,
I'd
"All
be
right, you ain't
like-
give me my money, but let me go get my alligator." I'd be like,
The cops didn't know what to do when they got there because they didn't want to mess with it either.
Mm-mm.
yeah. And then probably the only person that could tame it, you arrested. So
Facts.
okay.
Time to get the crocodile hunter.
No, they let her take it home, and then they arrested her.
Of course they did.
Funny.
Put it up so we don't have to deal with it, and then we'll deal with you.
All right. My last question of the podcast. Okay.
Da, 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 da.
What is one of your biggest pet peeves?
People getting in my business.
Okay.
I hate when people are eating something with a fork and they scrape their teeth on the fork.
That is a good answer because I cannot stand that. I have a lot of pet peeves. I'm just a really irritated person, and people are not for me. But I can't do smacking. Like, I will literally want to smack you if you. And I mean, like, if I can hear how good your food is, no, no.
Compliments to the chef.
No. Hell no. You can keep it in your mouth and you'll taste it a whole lot better, I promise.
Well, I've said it all the time. I said it to you actually because you did it. I don't like.
The gum on the lid.
Oh my god, when people are chewing gum and they like take it out their mouth and stick it to the top of their lid and start drinking their drink, it's fucking gross. I hate that so much.
It is gross, but I mean, like, what do you, if you don't have the choice? I mean, it's not terrible.
You don't ever drink with the gum in your mouth too?
That's what I do. Shoot.
I mean, I can to an extent, but like, if, and it's funny because I do that so often, and then like I don't ever eat the gum again.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't know, like, I feel like gum, like, after you take it out of your mouth, it's like one of the nastiest things ever.
Yeah.
Like, I could, like, kiss a girl, but if she, like, took gum out of her mouth and tried to, like, put it in my, it would make me, like, vomit.
Gross.
Like, chewed gum is so gross to me. Like, so when I see it on a lid, and this thing is, it's gross, but I can't stop looking at it. It just bothers me. I'm like,
He ain't lying, y'all.
she did that one time, and I promise, like, I just kept on, like,
The
looking at it.
whole entire podcast.
And then it made it even worse because it was attached to a Zaxby's cup.
Stop it.
Okay. All right. Final thoughts. It says 3 hours, but I mean like 30 minutes of this was kind of like dedicated to. Final thoughts. We're gonna go in the order that you introduced yourself. You just tell me which thought of the show. Like I said, things of that nature. So, Christian.
I thought it was informative. It was a privilege to be able to conversate about the topics at hand. And,
Penis.
it was really, really
that's a lot
fun.
better. Okay.
I enjoyed it. I thought we had good conversations. We had a lot of different opinions. And the first podcast I was on, it was just me and you. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot more fun getting different opinions on everything. So, I mean, I had a good time.
Oh, this is like one of my favorite things. I consider this a hobby. I've done this so many times. It's just like a favorite. But other than that, yeah, like them, you know, different opinions are always good, and I appreciate your perspective on some things because I really opened my eyes to some things. But as always, I love the podcast and I love TJ.
So y'all don't have to. One thing I always encourage: you don't ever have to agree with me, but as long as you like can at least try to understand what I'm saying,
Right.
that's all that matters to me.
Exactly.
Because you know, same thing, vice versa too.
Right, and that I feel like that's what the podcast is about. You get a different perspective, and it's you don't have to necessarily agree. You can disagree all day long, but don't be like those people that's like, oh no, you're wrong as fuck, and I ain't even trying to listen to your reasoning behind it. You know, like
That's a lot of the people that I argue with on Facebook. It's just you're wrong because you're wrong. I don't agree because I don't agree.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's just not good enough for me. Like it's not gonna make me believe your argument at all.
Right.
But anyway, I guess since you're coming up, I told him, but he's like one away. But when you get to 10 appearances on the podcast, I'll like compile like all of your best moments into one video. Jalen is at 9, so the next one he does, I'm gonna.
Bro, if you don't put me on here 2 more times before he comes back, I'm sick of
I
him.
ain't gonna catch up to him though.
If I want to, I can. I can set my mind to it and do it.
Yeah.
I can be here every day of the week if you need me.
I'm not even here every day of the week.
I feel it. I'm not in this state either.
I go days without being here. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, just something to look forward to.
Yay.
I'm also putting everybody's appearances in their little name block on the side, a little parentheses and stuff. But Christian, thanks for coming. You drove a good little bit, so definitely appreciate you for coming on the show.
I drove 2 hours.
Yeah, she drove the most.
Like, I came home for the podcast just because I was requested for the Pop-Tarts.
Didn't even bring them.
Yes, I did. I went back and got them hoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, so Christian, thank you. Meg.
I'll be back.
Thank you. As always. Good to see you open up a little bit more. But you did say when there was more people in here, you would definitely.
It's like a conversation.
Of course. And Kirstie, of course, thank you. You have definitely helped the podcast tremendously. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome.
And TJ, I just want to thank you too. You do such a good
Shout out to TJ for tolerating all these bullshit answers that piss him off.
They don't ever piss me off. They
Well,
don't ever piss me off.
spark a nerve.
Like, I'll be honest, that time when I was over here with Hannah and we just
Man.
weren't agreeing. That was actually one of my favorite interactions because she was just
Kept on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Jalen was just sitting here like,
Shout out to Hannah.
alrighty
Man.
then.
Shout out to Hannah.
Yes. She's great. I liked her.
All right. So if you enjoyed the podcast, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to be on the podcast, hit the socials. Also look in the socials for clips and shorts, specifically on TikTok and YouTube. That's all I got. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be easy.